Right, are you recording?
No, not yet. Should I start?
You may.
Start recording, not streaming. Mummy,
Your
mummy,
side,
ma.
yeah, your side.
There we go.
Right, we're doing the clap. Oh, you can do the clap, actually. Just clap.
Clap.
Did you do it? I didn't hear it on my end.
Oh, I did pick up. Hold on. I'm gonna say something, and she's gonna clap. Penis,
Okay.
penis, 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 penis. You can use any one of those claps.
There was a clap?
I'm going to clap right now. There you go. I just clapped.
Even my claps aren't detectable, dude.
I did a mansplain clapping to you. Fucking A.
Hi, Tati. Yes, just in case.
Best down.
Yeah,
Yep,
did you
just
get
in
something?
case.
We'll figure it out. So, Maru, how you been? Been a bit. It's
Good. I was just watching the Senate staffer who got fired. You know, the video.
Oh?
That was
Which one is that?
the gay porn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It's been a month. It's been a month since we last did a podcast, so it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah.
What was this gay porn thing?
You can explain more. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Long story short, this staffer decided to record gay porn in the hearing room. Allegedly, there's a video of it. What do you mean allegedly?
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Is it out?
It was blurred, so it was very disappointing. But yeah,
Which country is this?
America.
He released it in Japan. That's funny.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's pretty good.
America.
And he got fired. I
I love the tidbit that it's gay porn.
Yeah.
That's very important information.
Who did he do the gay porn with? Was it
If it was straight porn, they wouldn't have fired him.
Yeah,
No.
true. Who was the top? Who was it?
Yeah. Was he the bottom?
I'm pretty sure he was the bottom from the pictures that I've seen.
What country was? Well, not which state was this in? Because if that was Texas,
Ooh. That's is sodomy still illegal in Texas? No, it isn't, because gay marriage is legal. And
gay marriage.
And you can't have gay marriage without a little bit of sodomy. I mean, you can, but it's not very fun that way, is it? Yeah. But I thought when you brought up that, I thought of the guy who jumped over and tackled the judge. Do you see that video?
No, what the fuck?
The guy got sentenced to prison. I don't know how long he got sentenced to.
I think he got life.
Did he get life? I don't know. He got sentenced to something in prison, and then it just like cuts to an image of the judge, like or a video of the judge, like, you know, stacking her papers or whatever she's doing, and all of a sudden she looks up and she like tries to get up but she can't because she's in a robe, and then you see this guy fucking like dive full on like parallel to the ground over her desk and like tackle her, and nobody stopped him, and then they pulled him off.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, where's the security? And you know,
I guess nobody expects the guy to attack the judge.
Yeah, I guess
like, why would you do that? Like, what's the point? That's one of the few situations where fighting is the exact opposite thing what you want to do.
Yep.
There was nothing good that can come of that.
Nope.
What else has happened?
Why'd you do that? We could have naturally flowed into something.
No.
Instead you like, let's screech this to a halt and pause while we think of what to speak about next.
Oh, we didn't read our sponsor. This podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
You know, we really have to be careful with that. We might get sued.
This podcast is sponsored by Calvin and Hobbes, Bill Waterston's wonderful childhood book that all of you remember. Calvin and Hobbes, available in every library near you.
You can get sued for falsely claiming a sponsor.
I believe that's the reason why you wouldn't want to state sponsors without them, you know, doing the contracting.
We want that.
I thought it was just free advertising, so you don't do it unless they pay you.
But see, if a Nazi promotes your brand, you know.
Yeah, but then they sue.
We do have Chris here, and he's kind of racist.
But if they sue, then that's the biggest thing that would happen to our podcast, and then we'd get on the map. So,
oh yeah, true.
This podcast is sponsored by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, that's very generic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
I'm gonna sip my drink and let you guys progress the conversation.
Should we get onto the first thing that happened to us
Hold on,
what
hold on,
in our
hold on,
personal
hold on.
lives? Okay.
That's too juicy. That's too juicy.
Okay.
All right. So
It's
New
not.
Year.
It's not. It's really not.
New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New
Oh,
Year.
yeah.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
It's been 7
Uh-huh.
days, but
Year of the what?
year. Wait.
It's still year.
Oh,
it's
not
still
the
year of the
Yeah,
bunny.
it's still year of the
still the
bunny. Yeah,
rabbit.
yeah. Yeah,
Still
until
year of the
February,
rabbit.
I think.
And then
Yeah.
it's year of the dragon.
So uncultured. The
I
fuck?
think it is.
Is it not?
I don't know. I think it's dragon, right? Yeah, dragon.
You're a fucker. Why did you say that? You idiot. Accuse
Probably.
me of not being cultured.
All right. So yes. Yeah, New Year. All right. So how's it been? What's been going on?
It's been all right. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Anything
Yeah.
exciting?
I mean, besides, I don't know.
Oh,
I was gonna
yeah.
No, I was-
we might as well.
No, yeah. There's nothing much. Wait, no. We'll go. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
You want to continue
We'll
this
go with
topic,
that.
or you want to dive into the other one? Because that one's really
No. We'll go with
obvious.
the New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
And
Right.
do you believe in New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I don't believe in New Year's resolution.
I didn't think you would.
I feel like if I have to do it, then I will.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think mine. I just want to lose weight, but that's too basic.
It's a goal.
So, yeah. I guess besides that, the goal would be just to put down payment on the house, save up enough money for that.
I want to get a credit card this year.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna get a credit score, which is so darn boring. I never thought that'd be a New Year's resolution, but here we are. So
Yeah.
I don't really know
My-
how that works.
Yeah. I have a New Year's resolution for you.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
You learned to.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. Because I was
You're
gonna.
gonna say something that's gonna make me mad.
Yeah, I was gonna say learn to cook a few new recipes or something, because that's
Or something.
or something
Or anything.
or anything.
For once,
Yeah.
woman.
You have a couple things you make,
Thanks.
a couple things you cook.
Yep.
All right. Well, that conversation died. I can feel the people turning off the TV. Jesus fucking.
Sorry.
It's really loud. Thank you.
Damn.
Right? Okay. So
Awkward silence.
So has got shit on.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm. I was waiting for that. Yep.
Well, that wasn't at the beginning of the year, though. That was the very end.
It's the end of last year. That's how long it's been.
I think that was a day or two after days after the last podcast that we did.
The end of 2023 was a riot.
Oh, it sucked.
Should
Actually,
we
our December-
avoid mentioning her name?
Whose name?
Oh, that person.
Oh wait, are we not talking about that?
No, has got literally shit on.
What? wait, okay. Let's get into that first then.
Oh, we're talking.
I was
Wait,
so
no.
confused.
Oh,
I
that is
thought.
something
We have
weird.
plugged our headphones.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Bear with.
Mhm.
I don't know where it plugs in.
I'll let
Okay.
you carry the
Well,
flow of
fuck.
that
Oh, it
conversation.
plugs in already.
Panic.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
I accidentally kicked off the headphones.
Hello.
Can we hear you?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so has got literally shit on.
Okay.
Before the other shitting.
Okay.
Would you like to
So we were like, what was it? We wanted to go and get some burritos because we were hungry and it was a weekend.
we were going to get my PC.
We didn't know we were getting your PC yet. We were going to go and look at your PC and see if we were going to go look at PCs. And so all's good. We jump in the car, my van, and I've got my van parked like in an annoying spot, so I have to like crawl over some bushes, like some blackberry bushes, which kind of sucks. So I like jump over the blackberry bushes, get in the car. I start driving for about 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Or actually, we get in the car and we're just like, oh fucking A, what is that smell? What the fuck is that smell?
Mhm.
And we're like, that is horrible. Maybe I left something in the car because it's a work van, you know. Maybe I left like a burger in there or something like that.
Lunch.
So I was like, when we park, let's clean this out. What does that smell? We're driving 20 minutes down the road. You know, I'm getting off the freeway, and I'm like, oh. And then I'm like adjusting my seat a little bit, and then I'm like, I feel something wet under my leg. And so I'm like, what is that? So I like reach down and touch under my leg, and I pull my hand up, and my hand is just covered in shit and like human feces. And I'm like, okay, and I nearly swerve off the road and crash, and then I pull over.
Uh-huh.
I pull over after and freak out, and I stand up and I look, and all down the back of my leg is just a bunch of like shit, and what I presume to be human shit, because texture and smell, you learn these things over the years.
Yeah.
The expertise that I have. And and it was just human.
Basically, he stripped on the side of the road and wrapped himself up. We had a blanket in the car, and he tied that around his waist and drove barefoot for a while.
Yeah.
I had to run into Target and buy him some new pants, which he's wearing right now. He likes them.
They're really cozy pants. And then I burned the old pants.
Yeah.
I threw them in a dumpster fire. And and I got real human feces on my legs and hand. And
yeah, and we checked back the bush that we parked next to when we got back. And yeah, it was someone had used a face mask to wipe.
Wow.
Yeah, they used a COVID mask to wipe. And I was so pissed from this that I was like, fuck this. And we went to Best Buy. We got burritos, and I was all mad because I was wearing, you know, I had to throw away my pants. And so we go to Best Buy, and we walk in and we see a PC for like $300 off. So I'm like, fuck it, and we buy a PC. And yeah, so
okay, that's what motivated you.
bought Flakes a PC because I was all pissed off about getting shit on my leg.
What the hell is this? What is this?
It's a stick from this.
You peeled a piece of wood off of our desk.
It's a desk. It's a 2x4.
Okay.
So that was a good day. We got to see.
Okay.
Yeah, he like stripped a freaking log off of our desk, and he's just like picking at it and making wood shavings on the
Nice. Stop psychoanalyzing everything I'm doing. Woman.
Play with the bop it, dude.
Oh yeah, we still haven't gotten batteries. She got me a bop it for Christmas, and we still haven't gotten batteries for it.
Oh, do you need to fidget?
Yeah. Like, you know, the bop it, squeeze it, twist it, flick it. Yeah, I'll call that.
Literal child next to you.
No, you're not.
And yeah, and that was a good day, and that was on Sunday.
Mhm.
We bought that PC on Sunday, and that was, I think, 3 days before Christmas, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, or no, or maybe like the day after Christmas or something like that. It was right after Christmas or right before. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And all's good. And so wake up Monday, wake up early, go get in my car, go to work, driving down the freeway.
Yeah.
I'm driving down the freeway at like 60 miles an hour, and I'm going to pass somebody, so I speed up to like 75, 80 miles an hour to try to pass them. You know, because I don't like dawdling. I like getting random quick.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, the revs in my van just go, and then it drops into neutral. And then I'm driving in neutral on the freeway, about to cross over a bridge, and I freak out because it's like 6 in the morning and I'm tired. And I press the gas. The gas isn't working. It's just in neutral. So I immediately get off the side of the road. I take the first exit just before the freeway, and for some reason the car only works in first and second gear,
Mm-hmm.
and it went driving anything above that. And I take it to the
We've taken it to
mechanic
2 mechanics now, and both have said it's a $5,000 fix
to
to rebuild the transmission.
So
On a $2,000 van.
yeah, so just after we bought a PC, immediately right after, the next day my van breaks, and I feel like an idiot for buying a PC because
We still have the PC though.
I still have the PC.
Huh.
That was a good end of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like you haven't said anything about 6 minutes. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was listening. Wow.
And that was
No.
fun.
I never had a car problem. Well, the only one that I have was probably battery, because the car was like over 10 years old.
Yeah, I think I'm lucky, and my van is from like 2001.
Mhm.
I think 2001, and so it doesn't have a lot of computer problems, and like it doesn't have a lot of like computer things in it. It's very mechanical.
A lot of the problems are fixable.
Everything's when I bought it, I bought it for $2,000 when I was like 18, and I would just drive around with a bucket of tools in the back of the van, And if the car broke while I was driving or something broke in it, I could just pull over and fix it really
Yeah.
easily because everything's super mechanical.
And you've done that.
And I've been doing that. And yeah, and then after now it literally hit 195,000 miles, and the next day just crapped out. So luckily I have a good work, and they've given me a work truck. But yeah,
Oh, so
Nice voice
you
break.
don't always drive that van.
I have to. I used to. I used to.
So the
always
week
drive that.
before the van broke, he was supposed to be given a work truck, but the person who had a work truck to give him, because he didn't want the work truck anymore, he wanted his own car, so he was giving the truck back to the company, and then it was going to be given to Haz.
Yeah.
Week before.
Right.
But the guy was like, "Oh, my car's not ready yet," so he was like fucking around, and it was ready, but he didn't want to call up and like organize something on the weekend, so he just let it. So Haz didn't get the truck,
And then that
and then
Monday.
and
that
then
Monday
the van
night-
broke.
Yeah, the van broke. So
So basically, if he'd given the truck and wasn't a lazy bitch, Michael, I'm talking to you.
I'll be nice to him. He's nice.
Sorry, love you, Michael.
Um,
That's a bit too far.
that's
You're nice, Michael.
it was a bit cringe.
Yeah, the van wouldn't have broken.
I think it's a blessing though because Georgia was gonna try to like pimp it out and make it into like a camper van, like build up the walls and build up the ceiling.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
priced it out and everything.
We were gonna do that, and we were gonna because
That's what I was gonna do in my free time.
all that was gonna be was just us parking the car, and we wouldn't have touched it. So imagine if she did all that work, and then we took it out on the freeway, and then immediately it broke. So
Yeah.
that's why I think of it.
So
I mean, it's probably
yeah.
a blessing that we didn't miss all the time. So that was the end of our year, and yeah, so this year is infinitely better so far.
Mhm.
It just began. Yep.
It just began.
Okay.
Been good.
How eventful.
That's is that the half of it?
Mm-hmm.
What else has happened?
I feel like more stuff happened, but that's what shines out.
I feel like more stuff has happened, but
We could
I don't
talk
wanna...
about the Twitch thing, but maybe not yet. I am curious, Mario. How is the baby?
The baby's fine. Baby's great. Baby's attempting to walk but failing, but she'll get
Nice.
there. Mm-hmm.
Does she have teeth yet?
Hmm?
Does she have teeth?
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she biting me. She has top
Are
teeth
you
now.
one-
So she has
Are
bottom
you one
teeth
of
and
the-
top teeth. Huh?
Are you one of those super sentimental parents who are like keeping every single hair that she drops off her head and stuff like that?
Oh, that's jelly.
her first tooth gone. You're gonna keep all that.
I'm enjoying the moment.
I think it's a lot easier to do that these days with camera technology and everything like that. Like I understand that kind of stuff with my parents. You know, back in I was born in early 2000s. Camera phones and things like cameras were a little more. I guess in the early 2000s they were still kind of easy, but I mean, I grew up and I haven't had pictures of my baby. I have a couple pictures, but I don't have like videos and stuff like
It's
that.
all
so.
in photo albums
Yeah.
in your grandma's house.
I'm sure yours and Jelly's camera rolls are just full of your baby, isn't it?
I rarely use my camera, so yeah, I do have like few photos on my phone, but yeah, Jelly's phone is filled with them.
Does she take more photos or videos? Because
Both. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does both.
I feel like I really wish that I had more videos of when I was a little kid.
Same.
Then I don't. I've only got pictures, like a couple pictures, but
Oh god.
still no.
I was gonna say something, but I didn't
Go on.
want. I didn't want both of your reactions, okay?
Don't worry, we can just edit that out.
Oh, the name of the podcast.
You see what I
Edit
did
that
there?
out. Yes.
You see what I did there? Give us advertisements. Go on. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, like most of my, the footage of me being a child is on VHS, and that has been left
What-
behind when I moved from Japan.
What's VHS?
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. I wanted the reaction. Thank you.
Okay.
I really appreciate the reaction.
We'll cut it there, and that'll be.
I grew
Oh yeah,
up-
that'd be
I grew up-
perfect. True.
I grew up scared of the dark, and every night I would sit there for a while and rewind my VHS before I went to sleep.
Oh,
my
God.
yeah, I just grew up watching kids shows on VHS. Like I had all the Disney movies, and
Oh yeah, Aladdin specifically was my VHS, and maybe A Bug's Life.
but my yeah, since I was born in 2002, so I don't think there's any VHS. My grandma had VHSs that she burned onto DVDs of videos of me, but besides that, no. I mean, it's always been digital or
I just remembered going
Film.
back to the photos thing. My mom's parents' house.
You sound like you're saying mom.
I do.
It sounded like it.
My mum's parents' house burnt down, and then a tornado destroyed it. So there's no record of her parents' childhood or her childhood.
What happened to
There's
my...
no
Not only
photos
did
of the
it burn
kids.
down, but a tornado destroyed it.
Yeah, like literally like
Double
3 years
Double
apart.
whammy.
They moved out of their house now. Can't imagine why.
Right.
That exact same thing happened to my dad, except for he burnt the place down. So
What?
yeah, my dad accidentally burned his place down.
Oh, accidentally.
Yeah, accidentally. He left a candle in his room, and then it burned his house down in Oregon, and they lost all of the pictures of when Dad was a kid.
That's not going to
My
happen
dad's kid.
in this generation.
No, it
because
can't.
everything's digital.
I mean, yeah, even everything on your PC is backed up to clouds, and everything backed up to online services and anything. I mean, I'm surprised I don't do this more. Is just we have a couple Discord servers which is like just pictures you want to save. It's just what you for just shit you save.
But my conspiracy brain goes, how safe is that?
But who cares, right? Do you really? Would you? I was thinking about the other day. We were banging, and I was wondering if the webcam was on and that was videoing. What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna show it something to our parents. It's like
Interesting to know where your mind goes.
well.
But you know what though? I feel like there's not enough CIA agents to like look through every single person who's having sex in front of an unactivated camera.
I feel like poltergeist behind us. I feel like more likely webcams are being hacked into, and there's like dark web or deep web, whichever one, like live streams of just webcam feeds.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think they care. I think at least the police. I don't think the police care. I think the real things you would have to worry about is like companies saving all that information.
Yeah.
And them just using, but then they don't use it for evil. They just use it to advertise to you.
I feel like if someone's leaked footage of me just existing, I'm the victim in that situation, so I don't really care. It's very different to say I made a sex tape and then it was leaked. That's a bit different to me. Because then it's like, oh, you weren't supposed to see the thing I made, instead of just, oh, you hacked into my shit.
I love when that happens to celebrities. Obviously, when that happens to celebrities, like a sex tape gets leaked or boob pic gets leaked.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times they're like, oh, I got hacked, or oh, this happened. But then a lot of the time, I think it's a lot better just be like, well, that happened. Who cares? I think what.
But that's promo though, no?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what's her name?
Put your
Red.
name out there.
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red.
She has a song.
I had no idea who she was until she was trending on Twitter because her sex tape was released. I think it was like a guy leaked it that was fucking her.
That's what she says, but
yeah, but
it
like,
got released on her Snapchat
why wouldn't you take her word for
or
it?
on her Instagram.
Yeah, maybe he grabbed her phone and did that.
Yeah, probably.
That's still him.
Yeah, probably. Still the best thing for her.
Just take her word for it, like, whatever.
She had her song. Her only song that I know was was it my coochie pink, my booty hole brine.
Yeah.
That was one of her lines, and I saw that on TikTok. So anyway, that was a tangent.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to turn off the fan.
Okay, it's alright. We can vamp. Vamp.
Vamp. Vamp.
Vamp. Vamp.
Vamp.
Vamp.
Vamping. Vamp.
Back.
Hey. So sorry.
Thank God, Jesus Christ, we cannot spend any time together alone.
We started and ended a great conversation. Make sure to add that into the video.
Philosophical.
Massively topical.
Mm-hmm.
Bullet
Awesome.
points, everything like that.
Right. Not much goes on in my life. Like, work happens and then it's not worth mentioning. Some things in my life happens, but I feel like it's too short to even use as a topic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about
All right.
your side of the story of this incident that happened in December.
So, okay. It was a very simple day. We're like, we where we woke up, it was morning or was it night? It was afternoon.
It was afternoonish.
It was afternoonish, and we're like, oh, I want to play video games. I want to play Valorant, but I don't want to play alone. So we're like, Wedge is asleep, Nora's asleep. You're probably, I don't know, jacking off or something. Nobody else plays Valorant, so we're like, oh, we'll just message Akka. And I message Akka, and Akka's like, hey, let's play video games. So me and Aka,
Aka's in a place right now where he has to play on EU servers because of like
I think it's
different accounts on different
because he's in uni or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're playing on EU servers, and I guess I was in a bad mood. I guess I was being a dickhead. And we get in a game with some we get in a game, and this person, the first thing they do is they just screech, like they just make like a really loud really loud and annoying. And then nobody says anything, and it's like okay. And then like a round passes, it's Valorant, so you're playing around, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People are talking, using their mics, making call outs and all that.
Yeah.
And this person doesn't say anything, and then this person again, like after like round 3, does the same thing again. They screech really loud and annoying. And then I just say, oh man, I'm getting off EU after this. Or something like that. Or can we please get off EU? But I said it in the voice chat like a dickhead.
Yeah.
And then nobody says anything for a minute. And then they screech again.
Yeah.
And then I was like, they should really make an age limit for this game. And then that was it. And then she starts shitting on me.
Immediately she's backed up. It's like she's backed up in a corner, got her heckles up, and is like, well, how old are you to have the audacity to say that?
Yeah. Because I sound like, because my voice, I'm not exactly the most mature sounding motherfucker. I don't sound like Corpse or anything like that. And so she immediately is just like, you're one to talk. You don't have the right to say and all this. And she starts getting pissed. She's like,
you gotta at least be 25 to say things like that.
And she kept saying, how old are you? And I wasn't answering because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't have to explain ourselves. It's fun to watch them make their judgments and see what they come up with.
Yeah, and good old Laka Sawayama, my boy, he's got my back. He pipes up and he's just like, "What do you mean? Fuck you! You suck! Fuck you! What does that?"
What I've seen is that he was actually trying to diffuse the situation, and I was so surprised.
He was diffused. I felt like he was backing me up though, and I appreciate.
He was like, wow, you're like mad for like what reason?
Why are you? And then this lady, she starts like saying like, "Oh, you're fucking," She just starts shitting on me again and keeps shitting on me and saying, I'm yelling, saying I'm toxic and yelling at her when I've literally probably said about 3 replies at this point to what she's been saying.
Yeah. I
was trying not to talk. Because I realized she was a woman when she started talking, and I got immediately intimidated because I'm a beta male.
Yeah,
and
of course.
So that goes on for a little bit.
And what does she say? She says, "Oh, I've played with you before. I know you do."
That was weird.
That was the first thing she did.
And then me and Aka are like, "How have you played?" Like this is when I think
this is our first game of the game day.
And it's like, how have you played with this person before?
I haven't played on EU in a week.
We haven't played on EU in so long. This is our first game of the day. And here's the thing: when I watched her VOD, right? We all watched the VOD and went back and watched.
Well, hold on. Let's tell why we can watch the VOD is because at the end, she's shitting on me. I'm talking back.
And I think she does get a little defensive because she realized it's 3v2 at this point because it's a team of 5 in Valorant, and it was me, Haz, and Aka, and then her and her duo, who was some random bloke.
And so. At the end,
he was asking her permission to be like, "Oh, can I say something mean?"
Anyway, at the very end of the game, the last like half a second before the game like closes out, we all say our last words. She like copy and pastes her Twitch into the chat, and so immediately we're all like, "All right, let's go into her Twitch."
Thing is, how are you gonna be a 2v3, cause problems with a group of 3 people, and then drop your Twitch afterwards, and not expect us to go in? That's asking for us to go in.
Yeah, that's ballsy.
Well, hold on. But then you watch back the VOD. You watch back the VOD as well. We watch because
Yeah.
We had nothing to do, and we got obsessed. So we were like, we watched back the VOD, and she was just like, "Oh, I bet they come in. Watch them come in." It's like they're gonna come.
Specifically me. She pulled out. She was like, "Oh."
Because you said 2 things the whole time. You like defended me, and then she immediately started attacking you because you're a woman.
She was like,
equal playing field as her. So she.
Well, she's not like other girls.
Yeah.
She has to put down other women to get the approval of men. So,
yes, that's it.
But she was like, "Oh, you have no." She told me I have no place in the conversation, and I was like, "What conversation?" She was like, "I don't know, something about toxic gamers or whatever," and I was like, "Okay, sorry, Your Majesty."
She kept saying like, and then what he's done after what he said, and it's like, what did I say?
And then after I said that in the game, she was like, "Oh, I bet she's gonna come into the stream," and it's kind of annoying that she specifically identified me and I came in first. Kind of bummed about that.
But the thing is, you and Aka both came in at the same time. I didn't even notice she dropped her Twitch. You and Aka both opened up the Twitch at the same time. You were still the one that talked.
Yeah.
Until Aka started defending me. And then I think she has like, what, 15 viewers? Something like that. She got like 15, maybe 20 viewers, something like that.
Yeah, I think the number said 15 or 16.
Yeah, it was in the teens and the 20s and all that.
I couldn't tell from the VOD. I was watching the VOD.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot.
There were like 3 active chatters.
Well, that's still a lot for a streamer.
That's more than we're getting right now.
She's still in the top 1% of streamers. And she spent the next half hour
talking
about it. She went through like 3 different games just talking about it.
When she dropped the Twitch, my full intention was to open the Twitch and just watch and just see who we were talking to and see what the deal was. I had no intention of entering the chat, but they just kept talking about it and kept like spewing bullshit and
about how I'm 14.
He's 14 max.
Yeah, 14 max doesn't know what
no
I'm talking about.
We're e-dating and all this trash, and it's just.
And you say something.
I don't remember what you said.
You just said, "Hey."
Oh, I said, "Hi, it's me from the game."
It's me from the game. That was the fade.
And I said something about. I said something like, "I hope your life gets happier."
You shit on him a little bit, and then
she was like, "Oh, don't worry, it is. Kiss, kiss."
And then immediately 3 of her members of her community joined
the Discord.
Join the Discord because if they click on George's profile on Twitch, then she has her Discord. She has the Discord linked.
I actually think I took it off mine because I gave K for my Twitch, so I didn't want to just find my Discord. So I think I took it off. I think you and Aka, maybe you have it on there.
I didn't have it on me. It was either me or Aka.
No, it must have been me then.
It was you.
I thought I took it off anyway.
And they immediately start spamming the chat. So immediately starts spamming all of our Discord server.
So her chat is filled with like incel children. Is that a thing?
Well, she's a female streamer, so yeah.
So they're all asking her permission to like ruin our day, I guess, dox us, whatever. I don't know what trolls think they're capable of.
Ruining the day basically equates to just saying the N-word in somebody else's Discord server.
Yeah.
So.
Which doesn't work in our server, does it? So.
And then he got pissed off that you could say the N-word. That you couldn't say the N-word and you could say something else.
And I remember the guy that she was in VC with was like, "Don't worry about it. At this point, they came into your stream. Anything that happens to them, it's out of your hands."
No, no. She kept saying it's out of her hands.
Yeah.
She said it's not my fault. Anything that happens at this point, it's not my fault.
You're asking for it.
You're asking for it. You came into this. I think she said at one point, you came into a popular streamer, and I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, that was a good little drama thing that happened.
It was something that I wanted to know. Is Aka banned on that channel?
I got banned.
You got banned. Yeah, that was very clear.
They deleted a couple of Aka's messages because he said something very basic, like "you're screaming" or whatever, "you're screeching at us."
Why are you whining?
Why are you whining or something? And she was like, "I don't know what that means, so I'm going to delete that message."
And then I joined, and then after that, after Aka got banned, I was just like, I joined, and I was just like, why did you delete Aka's messages? This is the Omen from the game, because I think I was Omen. I was like, this is me.
Yeah.
I'm the one you're talking about, calling 14. And then I just quoted what I said. I said this because I watched back the VOD and I saw that I said this. And then I got banned permanently from the channel. And then they continued to shit on me for about 14 minutes.
Yeah, that...
The thing that gets... Well, sorry, go.
No, I really didn't like that. How Haz got banned, and then I wasn't sure...
They continued to shit on me.
Yeah, because Aka wasn't talking for a while, so I wasn't sure if it's, if it's a ban or Aka just decided to stop talking. And then...
He stopped, yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. No, he decided to stop talking, and because he got the messages deleted and he didn't want to get banned. And then I just said 2 things, and then they banned me, and then they shit. And then Aka tried to defend me after that, and Flake tried to defend me a little bit, but...
The thing that got me was the fact that Haz said literally nothing to instigate the reaction that we got.
But after a bit, after that, the whole game was like going through, and it was really annoying because they're just saying they're shitting on me the whole game.
Yeah.
For saying I just said there should be an age limit in the game. And then after that, I kind of shit on her a little bit, and I was just like, well, I thought you were a 14-year-old boy from your voice, from your screeching, so that's why I said that. I mean, I didn't know that you were however old you were. And then they continued to shit on me more.
So I remember asking in her chat, like, what exactly did he say that was so toxic? She was like, stop defending your toxic friend. I was like, what exactly did he do? Like, explain it to me. And her reaction would just be, well, if you don't know, you need to go touch grass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did say that.
She could come. She
So
said,
I said-
with what I did.
So I said, says the person that's streaming Valorant for 5 hours. And she's like, well, yeah, I'm streaming Valorant for 5 hours. That means I know the game. I know what toxicity is. What's your point? Make a point. And I'm like, I did just make a point.
Then she
but you're
made
just-
a point. Oh my god. Ah, driving me
It's
insane.
It was infuriating because you can't win a battle when you're the one typing and they're talking. They're
Exactly.
always going to be in the right when
Exactly.
that's the position. And you know, she's obviously just got 20 viewers average in her chat that are all like incels or teenage boys that want her attention. They're vying for her attention, and that's gone to her head. She thinks she's the smartest person in the world, and I'm making judgments. I'll make beef. I don't care. She's let it go into her head. She has a massive ego, and it's insane. It's just because she has a vagina. That's all it is.
That was fun.
She's a Twitch thought. Twitch thought.
I thought it was hilarious, and I think you thought it was pretty funny, didn't you, Mara? A little bit.
No, it soured my mood a little bit when I saw what happened after, like 30 minutes of it, and then like people come in and I don't know, started attacking people who had nothing to do with
Yeah.
it. That kind of soured my mood.
Yeah,
Another thing,
they messed with the server. Yeah.
yeah. Another thing is how they really single out Flakes and continue to bully her.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like that was weird to me for a positive vibe stream.
Yeah, I feel like she's just put that in her bio to protect herself so that she can just encourage this environment of shit and hate and grossness.
Yeah.
Like,
It's one of those things that's like, it makes me, and immediately I told Georgia afterwards, because Georgia was kind of feeling like sour. She felt the same way. She felt sour about it. I still thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny. And I told her the reason I think it's hilarious is because they think they're in the right.
yeah,
She's asleep. She's gonna go lie in her bed and think, and if she thinks back to that moment, she'll think I was right.
yeah.
And I think that's hilarious that people are that stupid. And
They made so many judgments purely based on how we sound and how we act.
Yeah.
They saw a group
Listen,
of
you
3
guys-
friends.
what else can you judge somebody on besides the way they act and the way they sound?
Sorry, that sounds dumb, but they saw 3 friends playing Valorant together that were clearly talking in Discord or talking in VC separately. They heard you, who sound like a baby, and me, who sounds even more like a baby, defending you, and then they just ran with it.
I love how they called Aka my big brother, and you're my girlfriend. It's really funny.
I'm your 14-year-old e-kitten. Didn't you not know that?
But it's just an extremely toxic stream and toxic community of people that were
They was insanely toxic.
her mods, like the people that she had modded, and people, top tier subscribers, the most active people in the chat,
Yeah.
were very very top. No, I mean, it's annoying to say toxic and anything like that. After they
They called us that.
they called us toxic,
Okay, you, I guess, not me.
because
Just you.
what the problem is like she does that, which doesn't make sense to me. It's like she's a streamer and she does that. She drops her Twitch, and then we join the Twitch. And I thought I was trying to be very friendly when I joined the Twitch. I was trying to be, oh, it's me. That was funny, haha. I just said this. I was trying to be all lighthearted. If you're a streamer and you're dropping stuff, and then people from the game that you're trying to advertise on are coming to your stream, when you want them to stick around a little bit and like feel welcome instead of just purely attacking, I just don't understand it. But
I do feel like had that happened to say Maru, say you streamed Valorant and things like this happened, and so you drop your Twitch and someone comes into the Twitch, you're not gonna like pull your chat and your viewers against them.
yeah,
To be fair, I don't think she tried that. Yeah, she
No.
really wanted to like
Okay,
what's the word? Dissociate herself with
all
the
that-
troll
yeah,
that was coming
fair-
into the server. Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
All that she kept trying to disassociate herself with it after her mod. Like her mod immediately was talking to Flakes in the chat and was talking shit, and then her mod was like went to the Discord, and then she was DMing with this subscriber or mod or whatever, and And then after that, after she saw the Discord server, then she stepped back and then she was just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not responsible for anything. You guys are asking for it. You guys are."
She was like, you guys should just leave. You guys should just leave and stop engaging, and then it'll stop. But at that point, people had already entered the server and were attacking Tati and all this. And it's like,
Okay.
you're just not going to take any responsibility for this.
Also, I love how they never joined the VC. We were sitting there in a very public VC.
Yeah.
We were sitting there
We
in the
just
VC,
join
and
the
we just said,
VC, guys.
"Let's join the VC.
Join
and
the
we'll talk."
VC. It's all
And they're like,
us.
"Oh, my mic's broke." I'm like, "Okay,
Okay,
then
you're 12.
yeah, you're 12."
See, I'm
If
doing
you
the
don't
same
have a
thing.
mic-
I'm doing the same thing they did. They thought we were 14, and I'm like, oh, that the people that came in were 12. Thing is, they probably were, but still,
So,
I'm no better at that point. But yeah,
I guess that was the third thing that happened in our boring life.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little more interesting. Like, yeah, if they did join VC, that would have been a lot more fun
Yeah.
than how it just
Yeah.
ended up.
Mhm. It just goes to show that the best way to get entertainment on the internet is just by bullying and being horrible, and all these toxic communities do that. So
Mm.
I thought it was funny that I was like, she was like, I don't know why you guys are here, and I was like, well, you did drop your Twitch. You shouldn't have dropped your Twitch if you didn't want us to join. And she was like, well, I am gonna promote myself. This is what I do. It's like, cool, do that, but maybe pick and choose. Maybe don't cause beef and then drop it.
yeah,
Maybe, but I don't think we caused any issue for her. I think we just got some excitement into her day.
I thought
Yeah.
it was fun. I thought it was hilarious.
It was interesting
Off
to
to-
me. Yeah, go
Off
ahead.
subject a little bit.
Mhm.
Do you use in when you play Overwatch? Because I know you play a lot of Overwatch, and you don't really play Valorant. Do you use the mic and the voice chat in the competitive games and stuff like that, or is it mostly dead?
I don't tend to, because I also have to like listen out for baby crying.
Interesting.
So, I don't really keep my headphone
That
on like completely.
That was the most dismissive. Sorry, I have more important things. I'm responsible for another human has. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
have time for that.
But maybe if I was
I-
younger, I would.
Fuck off.
Wow.
You're such a cunt.
Uh-huh.
You mean if you were a 14-year-old e-data?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
yeah, measurement.
Mm. Yeah. What about it?
Oh, I never use the voice chat in Overwatch because it's just so dead.
Yeah, I feel like
As-
this. I don't know how productive it would be. I never used it, so I don't know. But like to have,
That's the one thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I think the best thing about Valorant is the voice chat and it is the community and talking to people. It is the most fun thing. That's why I know Wedge plays mostly Swift play, and I get on him for not playing competitive. But most people talk in the 5-minute games that you play that don't mean anything, So it's more. I think the community in Valorant is way more fun to engage with.
Hmm.
You never get that in Overwatch. Like you're gonna play like 6 Overwatch games and you're gonna get one person to talk to, maybe 2. I feel like.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's just me. I'm kind of bored with video gaming lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I opened up Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate's really fun, and I played. I was playing with Wedge, and I streamed a little bit of it, but I found very quickly that it's not a game I should stream, and it's not a game I should play with somebody else at the beginning, because I immediately lost focus of what was going on, and I had no idea what was going on with the story or anything like that, and I just found myself just following Wedge around because he knew how to play the game. I really want to get into it because I really like D&D, and it's a game that's like it's like D&D except for it's just I don't know. It's supposed to be like D&D, but it's just nothing like it at all.
I forgot to check the price. I want to see how
Oh,
much it
it's
is.
like it's stupid. It's like $60. But it's got it won Game of the Year, and it got a lot of. And Wedge is constantly telling me to play it because it's good.
Must be.
I really hate the controls. I really can't stand the controls at all. It's very. I didn't grow up with computers or anything like that, so I never played point and click games.
Oh, is it?
Just
you can't.
it's
WASD.
The WASD is the camera that you move the camera, your guy, which is really disorientating.
Wait, that's so
When it's like
weird.
Yeah, it's point and click to move. It's like League of Legends, I think. It's the same way.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, it's. But Wedge said that I can change that somehow. Wedge said I can play with. So I'll take his word for it.
Yeah, he says there's a mod for it.
There's a mod. I have to get a mod. I hate mods. I hate getting mods because I tried to play the Binding. I love the Binding of Isaac, and I love playing that a lot. And I wanted to get mods for it to play it, but I can't figure out how to get mods on my PC. I am just a absolute baby of a man.
He also says he did tell you to play Baldur's Gate solo the first time.
Yeah, he says that, but fuck you, Wedge. I'm on the podcast. Yeah, talk shit if you want to talk shit.
If you want to talk shit, join VC.
Yeah.
By the way, I just Guru wanted to know the at of the streamer,
Oh, yeah.
and so I
saw
sent it to him, and I checked, and she is live right now.
Ooh.
I'm just putting that out there.
Oh, I thought that was the last stream that she'll ever do.
I hope so.
Oh.
Hi, Wig.
Hi, Wig.
Yippee!
Okay, good for you, Wig.
Oh,
Good job, Wig.
thanks, Wig.
Yeah.
Guru, be nice. Guru.
Is he being mean to me?
No, the streamer.
Oh yeah. No, she's a bitch. She's fun. Back on that. Yeah.
Guru insulted her appearance, but you wouldn't get it.
I
You don't know who Venus Angelic is, do you?
yeah, sure.
No,
No,
no.
but I have nothing against.
I think it's really funny.
I wouldn't shit on her appearance or anything like that. That's a weird thing to do, I think. Because, you know.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
What did you just say? What?
I am so lost.
I don't know.
That's okay. I'm just talking because nobody's talking, and to me, it sounds like here's the problem with doing a conversational thing over
A podcast?
doing a podcast over the internet.
Yep.
Is there's a lot more pauses.
Yep.
Of silence,
Oh, yeah.
and I can't stand pauses for silences. I can't. I really, and it must be really exhausting to talk to me, or be my wife or anything like that, because I just hate
I
seconds in
honestly,
conversation where nobody's talking, because so I'll just fill it up with speaking.
it's not exhausting. I think it's funny to try and challenge you to silence.
Is that what you and Mara did? Is that you guys are just like, let's see how long in this podcast we can go with letting
No,
it talk?
not at all. Not at all.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Because this is a group podcast, right? We can't all be talking at the same time. So I need
No.
to allow time for you to,
Uh-huh.
speak. And,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
you
wait,
take
is that how?
you take that as
take it and run.
silence. Yeah, you take that as just silence that you need to fill, and then you just keep on going. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Uh-huh. I'm glad you don't.
All right.
He just
Gypsy
took a
Rose,
sip of his-
you want to move
Sorry,
on?
he just
Oh, yeah?
he just took a sip of his drink, almost fell out of his chair. His headphones fell off, and then he's like pulling a hair out of his mouth.
I don't know what you're talking about. Gypsy
Gypsy Rose.
I don't know anything. All right, here's the thing. I don't know anything about it except for it was this movie
Yeah,
And-
it was a series.
series, whatever.
I had to explain Gypsy Rose to Haz because you've not seen the series, have you? But you know about it. You've seen like clips of it, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I know
Yeah, he
nothing
wasn't
about
aware.
this.
Really?
You know, Israel
So-
Palestine is basically that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. No. Has made a comparison between Gypsy Rose and Israel versus Palestine in the car earlier. He was like, "Oh my god, I'm so smart."
Fuck you. No, it's just the Gypsy Rose was a chick that was, since she was a baby, her mom has used her for charity and welfare and everything another to go
Yeah.
to get to where this lady manipulated her community and manipulated her neighborhood into giving her a house and giving her cars and money and charity to save her daughter.
It's called
Because-
Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Yeah, because she's a
By making up illnesses,
Oh,
and-
wait.
putting them onto someone else.
yeah,
Oh, that
and she
sounds
would give her
familiar.
and she would give her a daughter like medications to make her sick
Basically,
and keep her
She-
sick.
Gypsy Rose thought she was younger than she was, Like she was like 19 at the age of the shot. She thought she was 14. That she had her age changed. She went through surgeries that were unnecessary. She was wheelchair bound because of the medication she was forced to take. She thought she had cancer. All of this, like so much stuff. I don't know the exact details, but
And then ask you at the age of 19, if you were like that your whole life and you can't get out, what do you do?
what she did was sneakily find an internet boyfriend who was also coincidentally a psycho, who came over.
That must have been hard to find.
Yeah.
Psycho internet boyfriend.
He came over,
Took her a while, I'm sure.
murdered her mum to free her.
Uh-huh.
But then he's like, I want to sexually assault your dead mum.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, please don't do that. Just sexually assault me instead. And so he did.
Right.
And then they were like found like a motel the next day and they both were sentenced. He's been sentenced to life. She got 10 years, served 8.
Yeah.
And now she's married and out and
now she's
I'm happy for her.
And she's married to another person and is out of prison. And yeah, everybody.
And apparently the D is fire.
The D is fire. Yeah, that's what that was her tweet.
She commented on one of her Instagram posts that the D is fire.
Yeah, about her husband. So she's living her best life, it seems like. But yeah.
Wow.
That's this. Did we just explain the whole thing? Were you updated on it at all, or?
I'm digesting it. Okay. Yeah, the part where the dead mother thing. Yeah, that kind of.
That's not the crux of the story, Mario.
It's just
the whole
the way it went from I want to fuck your dead mom, but the woman goes, yeah, fuck me instead, and then that happens.
But not only was he a psycho, he was a necropsycho, so that's all it took.
Okay.
And yeah, and now she's out of prison, and a lot of people support her. A lot of people don't support her.
I think a lot of people do need to remember that a murder happened and someone died, no matter how abusive that person was.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much of a grip she had on her daughter's life in a horrible way and how much she manipulated everyone, someone did still die. And maybe, be a bit more sensitive, perhaps. But, whatever. No one's going to control the internet.
Yeah. And then I thought I was so smart because we were talking about a relative of yours that supported the Ukraine and Israel. The Ukraine war.
Ukraine and Israel.
They supported Ukraine. They supported Ukraine and really passionately.
Yeah, but outwardly and followed stories and people very specifically.
And then you talk to them about Israel versus Palestine, and they're like, "Oh, well,
nothing.
There's it's bad on both sides, so I don't want to learn anything. I don't like that about it." And then I was just like, "Well, don't they also support Gypsy Rose like passionately?" I'm like, "So what's the difference between that and Israel and Palestine?" And that made me feel smart. Apparently, so
yeah. What was the comparison? It was like more detailed. It was like someone is abused their whole life. And then to get out of that, they murder the person that abused them.
Yeah.
And that's very similar to comparison to the situation Palestinians are in now.
Yeah.
Is your explanation of it.
Oh, did I sound pro-Israel? I'm not pro-Israel. Okay.
No.
I'm not very good at explaining
You're
things.
supposed to sound neutral because you don't want to spark another debate.
Oh, I'm not neutral at all. Fucking Israel is a fucking
dictatorship.
Fucking horrible fucking murderous country.
Yep.
That is getting support from all the big world nations.
But with Israel and also with Russia, Russia had like a whole economic crash. And I just feel bad for the civilians in these two places because they're probably going through some horrific things as well, even though they're especially like social backlash.
I think it just makes me realize that Mario was way ahead of the game, and he's really smart because he's living in Australia, which seems to be neutral about a lot of things, and not that nobody's going out of their way to blow up fucking Sydney, are they? It must suck to live in Europe or the Middle East or anything like that right now.
I think Australia follows a lot of America's example. If America gets something right, then we do it, and if they make a mistake, then we just avoid that. That's literally how Australia works.
I think Australia, right, like in a political sense, a geopolitical sense, or whatever it is, they're in a very good. They have a lot of good allies. They have a lot of allies, and then the people that they're not allies with, it's like it doesn't make much sense for the people that they're not allies with to attack them or anything like that because they're fucking a million miles away from everybody. So
yeah, and when there's a drama happens in politics, Australia just tend to disappear in the dark.
Yeah,
we just go away.
They
Never
play
get
it.
involved. Uh-huh.
As a human living in the world, that's what I want. I want my country to just not give a shit. Let's not make a big deal. Let's just everybody be happy. Can I go to store and buy eggs? I'm happy, dude. I don't give a fuck. After that,
Guys,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
okay. Wedge clipped his nails.
do they
Dang.
bleed everywhere like they did when we went and got our nails done, Wedge?
Oh my god.
Did they bleed? Did they bleed?
I will never get over that. We went to Belfast. We meet Wedge. We go
Mhm.
get manicures. We're not acrylic. We get gel nails put on. They last like a couple weeks, right? And they cut off your cuticles, which is the skin around the nail,
Mhm.
and it's all fine. And then they cut off Wedge's cuticles.
We're all chatting shit. We're all like having a good time,
And
then
we go from the cuticle cutting desk to the nail painting desk, and I'm just sat next to Wedge, and suddenly blood is dripping from all 10 fingers.
No.
What?
You and me, were talking,
Okay.
you and me are talking to each other, and Wedge is like sitting there talking to us and looking at us and not looking at his nails. He's just like talking, and then all of a sudden I hear Wedge or the lady he's doing it say, "Uh-oh, what?" And then I look over and he's pouring blood out of all tips of his fingers
Yep.
for some reason.
I heard that you're
And
not supposed to remove cuticles.
Maybe we went to a pretty shitty place, I think.
Okay.
So
It was
it
and
was pretty shit.
I have a picture, like we all like stuck a hand in and took a picture of our nails after the fact, and I had like my pink nails, they both got black nails, and it's just like normal hand, and then we're just white, pure hand, like bright red fingertips. He's just his body was like what his body's just like reacting.
It rejected. That's what happened. And sorry to make fun of you, Wedge.
Which it was all your fingers, I swear. He's saying it was one of his fingers. No,
That's
it was all of them, I swear.
That's a lie. But yeah.
I'm gonna gaslight you. No, you cannot convince me it was one.
Anyway, what were we on? We're on the Gypsy Rose topic, and then Israel Palestine, and then
Wedge.
where we flow into from here.
Actually, there was another topic that I was going to bring up, and since we're
Put it
on
forth.
Gypsy Rose topic, Ruby Frank. You guys know anything about her?
Nope,
Not a thing.
never heard that name before in my life.
8 Passengers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
happened?
I
I don't know what this is.
Okay, so
Hold on, let me
This
get my
you-
tea.
yeah. Okay, go for it.
Go
I
ahead,
charged it
go
up and everything.
Mhm.
Oh, ready? Okay. Yeah, so
Yep,
Ruby
we'll go.
Frank, a YouTuber who does like family channels, not recently, but last year she's been brought to court. Yeah, to a child abuse case. So she used to operate this channel called 8 Passengers. And from their videos, you'll get to see a lot of very, I don't know, borderline abusive behavior towards kids. Like you'll see something's off about like most of the videos that you'll watch on them and their lives. Yeah, sometimes a kid would go missing, and like they're suddenly in a camp, and like sometimes a punishment for like not making lunch on your own to go to school with can be no lunch, and
Yeah.
yeah, the mother feels justified. I don't know.
How old are these kids now?
It's been years since I last watched her content. Probably an adult now.
You think they're so are they putting the charges against her? Like
No, the reason why she's being arrested is because her, I think 2 children who's still under her care escaped from her home.
oh nice.
Yeah, and ran into the neighbor's house and asked for food, and then yeah, that's where it kind of
Nice.
snowballed. Yeah,
Get it, kid.
yeah. So yeah,
That's something that
mm,
yeah.
that's been pissing me
I-
off
I-
lately.
I did show you this. As do you remember, I told you that there was this little boy that was being forced to like work outside in all hours of the day in the sun, and the neighbors were like confused, but they didn't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I showed you those like clips of the vlog. This is all my information through TikTok, of course.
Oh yeah.
That's another
Best
reason
place.
to worry about having kids. I want because like
You don't want to abuse them?
no, not only do you have to worry about them running away, they can if they don't like you, they'll just run away and then to say that you beat the shit out of them, and then you're in jail. That would suck.
You're going
I
that
mean,
direction.
No, I'm sure the kids are right, but I'm just saying. Obviously, the kids are right. Like, you believe the kids, but also, like, can you imagine being a parent and that happens to you, and the kid just hates you for no, like, can you imagine that? Because a kid could just do that. Could just hate their parent and then run away and then say they beat them.
There's usually evidence.
Yeah. So I might. I don't think our. I never thought about that one before.
That used to be the long-running joke when it comes to like the difference between like Asian parents and white parents. Like white kid would talk to the white parents, like in first names, and when they yell at him, he will get back to them with saying like I'll call child services or something. But when Asian kids do that, we get hit.
I've had screaming matches with my parents, and they're like, "Go to your room," and I'm like, "Okay." And I just go to my room. That's all that happens. And I go to my room for a half hour, get dinner that night.
We get put in our rooms.
Yeah.
There's no choice. We have nothing we can do about what our parents enforces us to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
So is she going to jail? Rightfully so. Let's not.
Yeah.
That's like I'm not on her side in this whole thing. I'm not.
Yeah, of course.
I was making a joke. Was the.
She pled guilty.
The thing that confuses me is that the husband has no charges against him.
Were they? I thought she was. Is she with her husband? Does she have a husband?
They're together, I think.
No, they're divorced.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Because Ruby Frank, the main YouTuber, I think she found like a counselor, and this counselor kind of brainwashed her into thinking that everything she's doing so far is like the correct thing to do, and fuck everybody else.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And then wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Just ignore him. It's fine.
I make myself laugh, and that's all that matters, guys. Keep going. If I make myself laugh, then somebody else will laugh.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I wanted to mention. I was just mad about her existence.
Yeah.
That's all,
Very
folks.
fair. That's been coming up on my feed quite a lot. I honestly keep forgetting about it though.
It's forgettable.
I feel like I've seen plenty of those family-run channels, and it's like that's not a way you should raise kids, is it?
No.
Like you have all these videos, these family
in
channels.
the public eye.
Yeah.
They should definitely have to be old enough to consent to be published like that.
I think vlogging is good. I like vlogging and everything like that. But when there's just a way that these parents vlog and couples vlog together and like everything
there
like
must
that.
be a healthy formula to family channels. It's just we haven't discovered that yet, and there's only one way to discover, which is try. Right?
I think the healthy formula is just not have the kids involved with the channel. Just bring them on every once in a while. Like just like the family channel is her and her husband, and they have the kids, and the kids are in some videos. Yeah, of course, because they're their kids, But it needs to be the parents. I feel like should be worried about. Oh, I don't want to overexpose my kid. Instead of I'm going to overexpose my kid for my financial gain.
I remember I used to watch the Saucony Jolies. They were this Irish family blogger, like family thing. They have like 4 kids now. I don't know, but I remember they had. I knew them because they were friends with Zoella, right? And I watched Zoella when I was that age. Whatever. They had a 3rd kid, and there was like a 4-video span of clickbaiting that we're going to reveal what the name of the baby was, and they didn't reveal it until the 4th video. And I remember being so mad at that, and I stopped watching because of that. And now, in recent years, their 2nd kid was they had. Okay, I don't know how to navigate this PC wise. They had a little boy who had an older sister, and he would copy her and put on princess dresses and play with Barbies and all that shit.
Sure.
And now that child is like 8, and they're like, we're pleased to announce that our child is transgender, and here is the new name they're gonna go by, and all this sort of thing. And then after that, it came up the dad was non-binary because he's always had such a vibrant imagination and imaginary friends. The dad is non-binary.
Mhm.
And it's just a weird situation. It's very complicated, of course, and there's no harm in your child switching pronouns or whatever.
I can hear myself and Maru just getting farther away and letting you talk.
Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. I came in from halfway because I was completely distracted by the stupid fucking comment that Baba left. And then I was just breaking down. I like vlogging Mir Putin. That fucking broke me, and I don't know why. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I was listening from halfway though. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was missing context. Uh-huh.
So
basically, they have a non-binary child, and people are questioning of it,
and they
think it's put onto the child because the father recently came out as non-binary, like a week after.
I don't think that matters. I think that's the mute point. I think the dad doesn't have anything. Them being non-binary doesn't have anything to do with it. I think it's just the way this family is raising their kid, and that's up to them.
It's questionable to have such a young person have something that they. I mean, it's complicated. Times are changing, and having your kids understand transgender and gender from a young age is going to happen. But I think people have. I don't have really an opinion. I don't know the right answer, but I think people have an issue with it being so public and they're so young, and it's so distinct from one gender to another. It's not.
Here's the
gray area.
The area that I see that's gray is you're saying the kid is non-binary and he's living as non-binary.
No, the kid is transgender.
The kid is the kid's transgender, and the parents are uploading this on YouTube. That's what I see as the problem. Is they're uploading this on YouTube and they're making all these comments about it and making this a social thing.
A lot of
and everything like this, and putting this kid through the spotlight of them by them doing this. I think that's the fucked up part of the parenting.
Yeah.
I think raising your kid whatever way, like, because when we eventually have a kid, kid wants to wear a dress, wear a dress. Kid wants to wear pants, wear pants. I don't give a fuck. If we have a little boy or a little girl, I'll buy them both dresses and pants and just say, wear what you want. I don't give a fuck.
Definitely.
And if the kid gets bullied at school and then comes home and is like, I don't want to wear this anymore, then don't wear it. And if the kid comes home, get bullied at school and they want to wear it more, wear it more. Fuck it, you're your own kid. So if the kid is, that's the thing. So if the kid is actually trans, and the fact that I'm saying it like that, the kid is actually or anything like that, that's a fucked up thing to do to a kid. Yeah, I think
it shouldn't be
you know,
out there for the public to have an opinion on.
No, people who are trans people in the media and in the spotlight, like, you know, that are adults that have these, you know, these spotlights on them. That's a different thing. I think people should comment on it. Who gives a fuck? You know, if people will hate on you because you're a minority and all that.
Yep.
But that's just what happens.
It doesn't scream protecting your LGBT kid.
I don't like.
It's giving supporting but not protecting.
Yeah, I don't like.
What do you think, Lauren?
Sorry, media is looking at this kid.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
It's weird.
I think it's fucked up that we don't have to talk about it or anything like that. I don't like it.
Sorry.
That's okay. I clearly had an opinion.
I thought it was relevant.
Okay. Mari, you're go ahead.
Yeah. The information being out there, obviously, I don't agree. It being out there, it doesn't have to be, right?
Well,
no one has to know.
Uh-huh.
Right. So the kid, dealing with their issues, on top of that, also like worrying about the opinions of the world. I think that's very backbreaking. Very It if we can remove one of the problem to make it easier for the kid, then obviously that would be the way to go. Yeah, like I don't think my opinion is any different from both of you, so I feel like.
Well, okay.
I would like to mention that Monsoon says, I disagree. What they disagree on, no idea.
Literally the internet.
Well said. Is he Australian? Or is he?
Australian,
English.
yeah, Aussie.
Australian, yeah.
Good
Okay.
little Aussie. But I have two things that I want to bring up. Then I only remember one though. I'll try to remember the second thing I wanted to bring up about this as I ask this question, Mario. Your kid.
Mhm.
Can I say what gender the kid is?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, girl. You got a girl.
Mhm.
You're gonna raise this kid. Are you gonna give him lots of Are you gonna give him lots of like pink things and girly things and keep it? Is that how you're gonna raise the kid, or are you gonna kind of like if the kid? Okay, let's say the kid. What would you do if the kid comes out at 8 years old and tells you, "I want to dress like a boy, right? I want to be a boy. I want you to call me he and everything like that." As an 8-year-old,
I think calling the baby he will probably feel weird.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I mean,
I don't know
think
why you have to like.
that's
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's the most. I think that is the most not applicable, valid argument that any parent has who has a kid who's trans is that it's just difficult on them to immediately switch to that.
Yeah.
I think as any parent, any parent that's going through that has a kid that is going through transitioning, then you shouldn't attack the parent as the kid who's being trans. You shouldn't attack the parent for accidentally misgendering you every once in a while. If the parent is actively misgendering you and being a shithead like that, then I can understand that. But the parent, is trying their best and does it every once in a while. I think you shouldn't shit on them for like big problems because I have trans people in my family who shit on their parents for misgendering them every once in a while. But then I talk to the parents and they are very aunts and uncles and everything like that.
They're wholeheartedly accepting.
Wholeheartedly accepting. They just make some mistakes, and they call them she or he in conversations all the time. And then will mistakenly make a mistake every once in a while. It's not anything come from me.
I'll probably definitely challenge that. Probably definitely.
You would challenge you if your girl came out and said at 8 years old
if you really think you got the balls to call yourself a man or a boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Then you start making them do right ones. Yeah, okay.
Then do what I do is how I would challenge.
Nope. Yeah.
But
Baba said goo/gar.
Gugaga.
That's the pronouns goo/gar. Sorry, that's not funny.
Baba
I feel like
is
I'm coming
funny.
across very transphobic.
No, you're not. I think you were just bringing up the topic. But okay, going back to it and I'm gonna keep talking because nobody else is cutting me off.
Wait, because here's the thing: you asked Mario a question and then you interrupted his answer and answered it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah. It's fun that way.
I felt like it was a dead question.
It's okay. It's all right.
So she grows up to be 8, right? And then identifies as a boy, right?
Mhm.
But let's say the reason why she's doing that is because she wanna act a certain way, so she feels the need to identify as the according gender, I guess. Like, let's say you want to wear pants, like a boyish shirt. I don't really care about that. I feel like that has nothing to do with the gender yet. And if she decides to like play a lot of sports and then hang out with guys a lot and then looks like a guy, I feel like that also isn't enough for me to see like a need for like a transition yet. But I think once we start seeing signs where transition is necessary, I don't really know what that is yet. But I feel like if you want to act a certain way, you don't have to transition to do that. Plus, I think I'm worried about the damage of the transition rather than the help that it brings.
Definitely, especially when you're going female to male. There are a lot of irreversible things.
There's a lot of things from male to female. There's one big thing that's irreversible with male to female.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot more female to male.
Okay. You're saying like if the kid's like, I want to wear pants, so I have to be a boy. Obviously, it's like, oh yeah, I like trucks. Obviously,
I also feel like at the point where the conversation comes up, you probably would have some idea that they're feeling that way already anyway.
Sure.
There's gonna be, it's not gonna be out the blue. There's gonna be some indication that they're maybe straying away from their gender norm before they bring it up. Probably.
We need a third gender. Not third gender, a third word for gender. A third pronoun is what we need. Because we have he and we have her, and we should have, because you say they. They is good. It's good, but it implies multiple. But because as a kid growing up, shouldn't a child, if assuming you believe trans people all the time and everything like that, and everything's, and we're in a futuristic world where everything's good, wouldn't the kid just grow up and then lean one way or the other, or nowhere, or somewhere in the middle, or it's like that gender is just not a big deal. I don't.
Yeah. It's a big deal to some people, but to cisgendered people like us, it's very simple and very easy and very non-complex, and not that big of a deal to us because we feel comfortable the way we are.
Yeah.
So it's hard for us to understand and sympathize.
I understand. I've you asked that question of like, oh, why do you feel like you need to why do you feel like you need to transition? Why can't you be just happy the way? But it's a very cisgender mindset of being like, why can't you just be happy the way you are? Be that. Why can't you just be a girl and then just hang out with guys and be, do whatever you want?
Just be a butch lesbian.
But as a especially as a young person, I think your identity really matters to you.
It means a lot.
It means a lot.
Especially as like mid-teens, early teens, that sort of age.
As a younger person, it's important.
It's kind of everything to you.
Identify yourself.
All that matters to you is how you present and look to other people, how you come across, whether you're hot or not, whether you're attractive, whether people want you, whether you can get someone. It's all
and at
about
the same time,
sex and all that.
Yeah, but not just sex, but will people like me? Will they not like me?
You're right in the middle of discovering yourself. Yeah, like at that age. So it's a little early to tell if you belong in whichever gender that you decided to be on.
Right.
In that moment.
And it sucks. It sucks because the age at which it's easier to have a more easy transition from one gender to another is typically and very widely understood as too early to know for sure.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. And that's why there's a rush, I feel like, to get, if you're young and you feel like you're wanting to transition, that's why there's kind of a rush to get it done quickly, because it'll be more natural, I want to say. There's less, if you can do it before puberty, it's much easier on you. But then there's the risk of, I was a kid and I didn't know better.
I have a family friend who's you're
speaking very quiet.
I had a family friend whose kid transitioned at a very, very early age, and they supported their kid, and that kid's happier than ever. I think they started transitioning at like 8, and started, being a boy. I was just like, they just dressed up as a boy. They were a boy. They changed their name to a boy name, and stuff like that. And I think that was the right, in that scenario, it's the right decision for that kid, because that kid is happy now. That kid is a positive, happy kid. Everything's great for them. They love who they are, and they're having a great time.
Yeah, what I was referencing and what I said before was just the medical side of the transition. Nothing social transitioning. There's no problem. There's no negative effect.
As a parent, but you have to ask yourself, what would you rather? Like, would you rather? Because if you are wrong, if you're questioning your kid, if your kid is trans or not, you're wrong about that. Then you're putting them through more years in which they could adjust smoothly, right? Like your kid's 15, and they're like, "Oh, I'm trans. I want to be trans," and all that. If you deny that, it's like it's hindering them at that point, isn't it? I don't know.
I want to also like extend my sympathy for people who are like going through the whoever wants to transition but can't do that and is very sure that they're in the wrong gender.
It's gotta be difficult.
Yeah, the way that I would sympathize with that is like being called the wrong name your entire life, I guess. Right? Like if I started getting called John when my name is Mikey, right? It feels off, and I think that's going to slowly chip away at you until eventually you start to feel like, why do I feel this way, right? Like why can't everybody call me by my right name, I think that's how I see it when it comes to like uh the trans issues, right? The reason why you would want to transition. Um, yeah, I keep thinking about Hazard's question. Yeah, once she reaches the age 8, and if she is going through that, how can I figure out that that's exactly what she's going through?
Is that how you feel like you need to figure out exactly what she's going through?
I
You
think
know what I
that's the
mean? Like,
reason why I don't have an answer for if she wants to transition, would I allow that?
right. Because I'm saying like if my kids do that, I would want to. It's a very difficult decision to how we want to help them in the best way that you can.
Mm.
Because no matter what, even if the kid's trans, I mean, you're not gonna kick them to the fucking curb.
No.
I know, you're you still love them. They're your kid. You want to make their life, better for them. So, yeah.
You're right.
I'm waiting for people to cut me off.
Oh.
I need to-
Oh.
I said
Well, I keep
everything I
talking.
needed to say.
That is
Wait.
episode 3. We got into trans topic.
Barbara's input on this topic. You ready? Every male boy would be translucent if schools didn't exist. Mark my fucking words.
I thought you were gonna read the other one. At what age did you discover deep ass old chap? To which that's what I was expecting you to read out.
What
Awesome,
a good
awesome.
community. Yeah.
Wedge said take her to a psychologist, no, to see if she experienced dysmorphia. That's a good point, but also, how can you trust a fucking It's very hard to find a professional that you can trust with that sort of thing, and not everything can be figured out like that. And I think if they're 8 years old, that could traumatize them by pressing them and medically examining them in that way when they still probably don't know for themselves. You just gotta, once it comes up, it'll be much easier to navigate because the specific issues will be there and you'll be able to just adjust and make things easier on them.
I think as a parent, you shouldn't have to put your kid through to bring your kid to a therapist. You are their therapist. That's what you're supposed to be. And I know that.
Yeah, that's
as a
how I
parent,
was seeing it too. Oh god, I hate you.
Sorry, I still
My
I stole your
opinion.
words. You should be the therapist. That's if you can't talk to your kid, that's another problem. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, Wedge was talking about medical diagnosis of transgenderism that a lot of people have to go through if they are. Sorry, adjusting my hair.
Do you have a comfy seat?
No, I'm okay. But yeah, if you are transgender and you want to seek out medical aid in your transition, you do have to get like an actual diagnosis. It's kind of crazy. You have to,
as a younger person,
you have to prove to doctors. No. My friend was above 18 at that point.
Oh, really?
Still had to go to a doctor and get the approval for the NHS to pay for it.
You got to think it's not that. You'd hope that the doctor has a little bit of common sense and it's just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
True.
How do we get on the trans topic? What happened? Do we blame Flakes for this?
I'm sorry.
Storage's fault.
How do we even get here? Right.
How did we get here?
We had one more topic that we've discussed over the DMs. I don't know if you got any more. What do you like to talk about? Yeah.
Oh, did you want to talk about Epstein?
I have. I haven't done any research.
You were on the
on the
list.
topic. Whoa, was I now?
That's what it's like at this point. I mean, you go on Twitter, they're saying like everybody's on the list, everybody's not on the list. Oh, Bruce Willis, not Bruce Willis. Fucking Pedro Pascal, not Pedro. It's like all these bullshit.
Yeah. The new insult is, I bet you're on the Epstein's list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think you see podcasts like Joe Rogan podcast, and I think the Joe Rogan podcast is the most popular podcast on Spotify in America.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Are you plugging it?
Yes.
They paying you?
I'm a a white male. I used to like the Joe Rogan podcast.
Ass kissing, licking, even.
I used to. He was talking about like that he thinks that Epstein was like getting these. He said a story about how these people were all these celebrities were taken to this island with all these young girls, and they were like being trapped. And like, it's like, oh, they're just getting dirt against all these guys.
He was doing it to get the dirt on the celebrities, not to enable the celebrities to do what the celebrities wanted to do.
Yeah, and I think that is fucking ridiculous.
That's insane. Like, oh, I'm just gonna like traffic these young girls to like trap celebrities. Like, you're still
as hard
you're
as
still like farming children.
as hard as it is to see celebrities that you think are good or whatever, and you like on that list, or you see people on that list. I think if you're on that list and you're going to a fucking island where there's a bunch of fucking kids, that you know what's going on. You do. And if you know what's going on, you're associated with it, I think.
How do we feel about the pictures of Stephen Hawking on that island?
Are those pictures on the island?
I don't know. I thought they were.
I think there were pictures of him. But he said Stephen Hawking's on the island on the list.
I wonder what he did there. I wonder what he could do there.
Didn't someone say that Stephen Hawking? The people like this has to be fake. It has to be fake. But people said this is on TikTok, of course. Someone said that Stephen Hawking's kink was to have people with dwarfism solve really difficult math equations.
Shut the fuck up.
and explain it to him.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, right?
That's ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know.
Legend Buzz in the chat is really fun.
I appreciate him a lot. I saw a funny clip from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where have you ever seen that show? It's good. Danny DeVito.
Again, asking a question without saying it yourself.
Yeah, Danny DeVito it's a clip of him talking about how he's on Epstein's island, and he's just like, I was just there for the snorkeling. I you know, that was 95% of the reason why people were there was just for the snorkeling. The other 5% now is pedophilia. I think that's ridiculous. I think everybody knew what was going on. And why aren't they interviewing these people? Like, you know, you get these fucking people that are on this list. If you're on the list and people have been to the island, tell us what this island is about. Let's fix this. I think. I don't know.
I wish it was all a cover up and they were actually just hunting people on the island. That was so sick.
That'd be awesome.
They get to choose if they want to answer it or no. So, you know.
How do you know they weren't doing that though? Because wasn't there just like a bunch of trafficked people, and it was like a hub of trafficking children and people?
Yeah.
So they probably were hunting people. It's just the rich and the powerful.
Wedge said, "Rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. Have you been drinking?"
Oh yeah, it's definitely. It's gotta been. It was really funny. We
Bro, that's traumatic.
Mario, today was
Thanks,
really
Papa.
Today was really shit. We woke up today at like 12, like 11:30, 12, something like that. And
Can you come in this way?
Wait, didn't you say that this year is better so far?
Yeah, but today was crappy.
Oh,
We woke up at 11:30 or 12, and we were like, oh, we need to go to the grocery store, but I need to check on my dad's bus. Who he has in storage about like 45 minutes south of here. So I was going to go check on his bus because he's in another state. And so I was going out. We went down to check on it, and we come back. We go to good groceries. We get ice cream and shit like that. And we're driving back, and there's a fucking traffic from protesters. And we were sitting in traffic, like standstill traffic for like 2 hours. It took us like 2 hours to go 1 mile.
Yeah.
It was horrible. And poor Wedge, I was like, oh yeah, we're like 20 minutes away. And then I hit the traffic, and then my Google Maps says like an hour or something like that. And then we're just sitting there for 2 hours. And I kept telling Wedge, oh, we're about to be there. We're going to play some video games before we do the podcast.
They were protesting for a ceasefire in Gaza, which is a very noble cause, and I get the passion. You know, I love it. But I don't think protesting, like stopping traffic in Seattle, is gonna stop bombs being dropped on Gaza.
Yeah, I don't know what that does, to be honest. Like, I don't get it. Okay. Awareness,
They should target.
Yep.
They should target the
Capitol buildings.
The people in charge, not the random people who are the public, who are now gonna hate you and hate your cause because you've inconvenienced them.
That's like the Stop Oil thing, right? Stop Oil is also Just Stop Oil organization is also like throwing paint on the masterpieces in the not library, what do you call them, museums?
Yeah.
And, like interrupting theaters.
That's a problem that you get with the world when there's an issue that is important, that is obvious, good side or bad side, whatever way, and you're on the same side as these issues, and then somebody just goes out of their way and they
ruin it.
They-
They make a joke out
they
of
ruin
the
it.
cause
Yeah.
because they've gone too far and what they're doing has no correlation, basically.
Mm.
So, yeah.
It happens all the time.
I don't get it. What's the change that they're looking for when they do that? Like, why aren't they screaming to the government for these changes?
They're probably upset that people are just going on with their lives when there's nothing that realistically can be done by us individuals. Why are you laughing?
No reason.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you just write your congressman? I mean, that does plenty, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should just do that. Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to.
Is this a
Okay,
lava lamp
anyway.
situation?
No.
No, he's looking at his phone and like giggling at himself. He's trying to find your stream.
No, I was gonna. Yeah, sorry.
I have it right here.
That's right. I can't type in that, can I?
Yes, you can.
What come out as you?
All right.
I don't want you to.
You don't want to cause problems with my name.
No, I was gonna make a 9/11 joke, but I didn't want to say that I was gonna make a 9/11 joke because I felt that would be maybe get us banned or something like that.
You're
I was
American. I think you can.
I was gonna type it, but so anybody who wants to place that joke.
What?
Nothing. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, we've been going for like a while, an hour and a half.
It's been an hour and a half. An hour and a half.
Yeah, my recording says an
So,
hour 30.
Our Wi-Fi is dying. Our Wi-Fi is dead.
It's dying.
It's dying. We've been on the hotspot, so if it sounds bad, I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah,
I
but
should be going
yeah, if you guys want to wrap it up early too, like I don't mind. Yeah, we can keep going for another 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Your choice.
I thought we were gonna. I didn't. Is the conversation dead? What is
No,
what is
no,
this?
Actually,
You're like the guy at the party. You're the guy at the party, and it's like I'm just got cake, and I'm sitting down, and you're like, "Are you ready to go?" And I'm like, "What? No. What's wrong? Do I have to leave?"
I just read a comment from Guru that has triggered a conversation that we could have, right?
Mhm.
You guys know anything about Ethan Slater?
No.
Kelly Slater skip.
No, Ethan Slater, Ariana Grande's boyfriend.
Oh, I'll let you talk about Cicapiss.
Wow, Ethan.
So, Ethan Slater, who played SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical, has bagged Ariana Grande, abandoned his newborn in the process. The kid was
What?
born in he has like a 6-month-old and broke up with his wife to get with Ariana Grande, who also broke up with her husband. Are you aware of this?
So he switched ride to get on Ariana Grande and ditched everything else, including the newborn.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Is that an alchemy? Is that an equal trade? Is that
Have you seen what Ethan Slater looks like?
no? I have not. Maybe that would interest me. Hold on.
Do you know what Frankie Grande looks like? Ariana Grande's brother.
No.
They're very similar looking. But you can look it up. Ow, fuck, dude.
Can you move your chair?
I did. I made it easier for you.
No, this is worse.
Okay. Oh god, I bashed the mic.
I feel
So-
like I've seen a kid like this in high school movies.
People are getting on Ariana Grande for being a home wrecker and ripping apart a family.
Wait, why is that Ariana's fault?
Yeah, let's be real. You can't steal a man that doesn't want to be stolen.
True! Preach! Louder!
Yes.
Thank
Get it,
you,
girly.
thank you, thank you. I am an Ariana Grande fan. I am biased. You know, apparently she has a history of this with Big Sean, maybe?
Hmm.
He had a partner and a kid and broke up with them to get with her or whatever. But again, you know, maybe she has a type.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
You think he's got a big dick or something?
No, surely not.
Probably.
So
Well,
they met. Sorry, yeah.
Can I get my opinion on Kelly Slater?
Ethan Slater.
And him abandoning his family.
Mhm.
Good for him. Good for him. Abandon your family. If you're with the wrong person and you know you're with the wrong person, get out of that situation. Otherwise, if you're sticking around with this person because I just had a kid, we're married, and I have to stay with her now. Stupid as fuck. What are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting her time.
I think they were high school sweethearts.
Who gives?
I might not be right.
Then he needed to get out of that sooner. He
Yeah.
took way too long to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made the right decision.
It's crazy.
I don't.
Because he married up, and then left her for Ariana Grande, who was 100% gonna leave him. Okay, Ariana Grande does not stick around. She's a player. We have to respect her for that.
So
that's
what?
her own
Yeah,
brain. That's her own business.
that's another thing I never understood is why are people getting shit on her? She is. Who cares? Well, that's the problem. Why do we put these celebrities' relationships in the public eye? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
No, who gives a fuck? She's dating a bunch of people.
Why are we putting them on a pedestal?
She can date a bunch of people. Taylor Swift can date a fucking football player. Fucking, I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
They met on the set of Wicked. They're filming the Wicked movies.
Is that a musical?
Yep.
Fuck.
And they play each other's love interests. Of course, it's a musical. It's a musical being turned into a movie. Of course, it's a musical.
People were getting upset at off topic. People are getting upset about Wonka being a musical. Right? Did you see that?
Oh, wait, it's a musical?
Like-
Oh, it's always been a musical, right?
Wonka, the young Wonka movie with Timmy Chalamet
Yeah.
that's coming out.
There's been like songs and dances, right?
Yeah,
With
it's a
every
music.
movie?
It's a musical,
Hmm.
and people were getting upset because it wasn't advertised as a musical. Maybe I'm
Oh, that's
doing the
so
thing.
weird.
Maybe I'm doing the thing right now that is really horrible with media. Is where I am talking about the reaction that people had. I'm getting upset about the reaction that people didn't have. Like nobody had that reaction. Everybody who went to watch it knew it was a musical, and some people are getting
Right.
upset.
Are you good?
No, I realized what I was saying halfway through was kind of stupid, so I was like, I got self-conscious, so I stopped talking. Have you ever seen those? Have you seen those videos? I've seen a couple TikToks of like a guy who's like he's streaming Minecraft, and he's like this like fucking I think British or maybe I don't know some white kid, and he's getting in Minecraft, and he's like, whoa, we just found a bunch of diamonds for days, and he like stops and he's like breathes. And he sighs and he looks down and he stops. He takes his hand off his keyboard and he looks down. He's like, "What the fuck am I doing? That was so fucking fake. Fucking A." Oh, he's like, "What am I? What am I? I'm streaming."
Now
What
that's
the fuck is
content.
wrong with? What the fuck is wrong with me? He's done it like 3 times and posted 3 different videos, so obviously it's content. He's bullshitting, but I think that's really funny. And I kind of had that moment a second ago.
I enjoy
like-
self-awareness. I enjoy.
That's good. I need Wedge's opinion.
Okay, he's giving opinion on what dick shape is preferable.
I don't need his opinion.
So we don't need his
It's
opinion.
obviously curved to the left.
Oh,
Oh
would
god,
it be-
how does that
would it be-
feel inside you, I
would it-
wonder?
Would it be curved up? Would curved up be better? Because don't you have to go? Yeah,
Yeah, what does that feel like?
because up is the prostate, and so you want to go up. Really, I don't know where the female G spot is. I've never found that. So whatever way it curves to that, that's what you want.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, you shouldn't. I'm gonna eat my peanut butter cups.
Wait, Guro, did you say team no curve? Does that apply to you?
It's
You
got
know,
a.
I am with Guru
Yeah.
on this one.
You get a fucking level, like a little tiny like bubble level. It's perfectly straight penis.
Do you avoid curve by like always just using both hands?
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I liked it.
I'm throwing
That's
guesses
what-
out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, what creates the curve? I'm actually curious.
Furious jacking off when you're 15
Oh yeah, it's always when you're a teen, huh? Like
or 14
until it
or
like
15,
that's when you
swells.
shape
or
it.
12. I don't want to tell that story.
Sorry.
Thanks. We'll save that one for later. You can remind me of that one.
You know what? Maybe that shouldn't be talked about.
I've been listening to a lot of. Speaking of our sponsor, Audible.com, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. Lately, I was listening to World War Z. And I was listening to Game of Thrones. I'm on the second book of Game of Thrones right now. It's really good. It's different. It's different than the TV show.
Nice,
It's a lot more
nice.
rapey. It's a lot more rapey. A lot more of that. Like they really focus on whenever they pillage a town, raped. Yeah, so
Hmm.
it's a good book. It's a good book. I like the guy who reads it. His name's Roy Dotrieve.
It's really rapey. It's a good book.
It's a good book though. It's good. It's good. Yeah, they've got dragons are in it a little bit. Honestly, second book doesn't have as much Daenerys. So that's been fun.
Hmm.
Guru says he was born without that defect, meaning he does have a straight penis. How do we feel about that?
I'm with Guro on this one.
What?
Oh, am I out? Hold on. No, hold on. Am I outnumbered here? Circumcision gang? Am I out? Am I the only one?
I don't think
Wait.
they need to do a circumcision. I think it's about the direction your dick points in.
Guro's American, but he's also Asian. So it's
No,
There's
he's Filipino.
nothing
He's
about
Filipino. He's
circumcision.
cut. He's cut. I know this.
are Filipinos cut?
Yeah, all Filipinos are cut.
And you're Filipino.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, dude? Gang. What's up, dude?
So everybody's cut.
If you have a boy, you cutting his dick?
Yeah, Wedge is here. He's British. They don't do that though.
He's the only one. Yeah, if you have a boy, Mario, you cutting his dick?
No. I don't
You
think
don't
it's necessary.
Yeah, it seems a
But
bit weird
as-
to
as-
focus on your child's genitalia like that and mutilate them.
No, the only thing issue is it's the same argument for guys who don't have a wife or like wife dies giving birth to the daughter. It's like you don't know how to raise this kid. You don't know anything. You know, as somebody who's been circumcised, I don't know how to deal with foreskin. So what am I going to teach this kid? This kid's gonna have questions one day when he wakes up and his fucking dick explodes from piss or whatever in the night or
No.
whatever happens when you have. Whenever I don't know. These are the stories in Era Foreskins. I don't know what happens.
Clean underneath
I
it.
don't know what happens. I'm completely in the dark on this. So
No,
that's the
I've
only
had
reason
experience having foreskin. Okay, I've had experience, so
What?
I know. Okay, the circumcision
you
happened
when-
when I was 8.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you should not remember your circumcision.
God, really?
Yeah. Wait, why is that surprising?
I didn't know this, Mario. What happened when I was like 6 minutes old? What are you on about? That's how they do it in America. Babies don't feel pain, so you just cut their dick right there. It's fine. You had your circumcision when you were 8.
Yeah.
Do you remember how it felt?
I mean, you don't feel like getting chopped off, is that's what you mean?
Did they give you anesthetics?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh,
What the
you-
fuck? You think
Give
I'd
a
sit
baby-
through?
They don't numb babies, especially in traditional religious settings. They don't. They just like take it, and everybody's there watching, and they just take a knife. It's like
Originally-
Mhm.
a religious leader with no medical training would just stand there with a knife and go cut, and that'll be it.
But I've heard that this is a Jewish thing, isn't it? I've heard that originally the rabbis like bit the penis, bit it off, but I don't know if that's true.
Okay, that's very dangerous
I
because
can
I mean,
see
obviously,
it happening.
aside from it being disgusting
I can
and
imagine it. back in the
creepy,
day.
it's also very dangerous because teeth and mouths hold a lot of bacteria. That's probably infected like 9 times out of 10.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting back to this. Okay, circumcised when you were 8.
hmm
Why?
I don't really know
Were
the
they-
reason why.
Were they like, oh, like when they were 6 months old, when they were like a month old, you were a month old, and your mom got asked, oh, do you want to circumcise him yet? And she was like, I'll do that next week. And it just kept doing that until you were 8.
You know what? I can see that happening. I can actually.
Right.
I feel like my mom would do that.
Is it not a typical Filipino thing to not have your kid circumcised?
Oh, I thought you were
Till
gonna
they're
say to not be there on time, do things.
No.
on time.
No, not have your kids circumcised till they're 8. Is that normal? Like, do you have you ever talked to other?
I
kids?
think when you're a baby, you would have gotten the chop probably. Yeah, it's just I was born in Japan, right? I was raised in Japan, and
I'm
when
sorry.
I went over to Philippines,
Uh-huh.
they decided that was the time that I would get my
Right.
pee-pee chopped.
Okay.
Right.
Mm.
They're like, you're not gonna get any action with this over here. The girls are gonna run away, and the guys, they knew you were gay from the end. The guys are gonna run away.
I would not be surprised if that was the reason that they
So-
agreed.
Okay, let's say your mom didn't do it until you're this age, right? Like, let's say now you're this age. You still would you get it circumcised now? Like, giving the fact that you have both experiences.
I mean, if I had the choice, I wouldn't. It's just I know my stepdad. He had his thing late because I just forgot the reason. It had something to do with like foreskin
You want to
toughening.
feel it.
You had to like
Ew.
chop it off. Yeah.
Ew.
I'm sure it's something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Baby grows up the most when it's like out of the womb.
Like the skin dies or something, and then it just doesn't stretch anymore or something.
It's like the belly
Fuck.
button that falls off.
The umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a total loss about what's right and what's wrong because I feel like mutilating your child's genitals fresh out the womb is fucked up and shouldn't be normalized.
Okay, well,
but
we're not
also-
doing whatever his parents did. I'll tell you that.
But also leaving a foreskin, I don't know. That's just you just gotta pray that they care about their own.
Yeah, I
hygiene.
know. I'm worried about that. I'm so worried.
Okay, that's no. You can't pray. They're your kid.
Yeah,
You're
you
not gonna
influence that.
You influence that. You
You
teach,
teach
them.
them.
My issue is I have no idea how any of that is. So if we
You
have
know
a
what?
boy,
We just ask Wedge.
Wedge can be the godfather, and that's his job. That's what he'll do. We'll call him in, and we'll be like, "Bro,
Teach our son how to wash his dick.
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
Just roll it
We'll
back.
just
Scrub.
ask him for the scrub, like with a brush.
What does that mean? Do you
No.
take like a fucking like one of
Wait,
those
wait.
pieces of-
Do you guys have like a loofah or like a
Jeez.
washcloth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use that on your genitals?
On the
No
taint.
comment.
On the taint. I'm not like slapping my balls with my fucking washcloth, am I? You know, but I'm. You know,
You don't scrub?
How much scrubbing can like? Yeah, I mean, I do. Like, I run over it, but I'm not like going at ham like I am with my skin.
Like up, down, up, down.
Like
down.
when you scrub in your arms, I'm not doing that to my balls. 'Cause that's
Okay. We're talking in
that's-
different intensity, I think.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not because you'll rip some skin. That'd be.
Hmm.
I was always worried growing up that as soon as if I like nicked my balls or something like that, it would just pour out.
What?
It would empty. Like the inside is full of like water or something. So if I nicked it, like popped it like a balloon, like I'll just
Wait.
I'd be like walking and there'd be like a bloody drip, like I just got my period or some shit like that, and I just like looked down and like zipped up wrong or something. I was really scared of that. As a kid.
How packed were your balls?
does
For
it
you
mean?
to think
As a-
that? Like, was
as
it
a-
inflated
as a
like a
kid-
balloon?
As a baby, yeah. As a kid, yeah. Dude,
Okay. Okay.
before they drop, they get some room in there.
I
Because
just realized we got together when we were 19. I would have no idea if you had weird balls or not.
weird. What are weird balls? All balls are the same. I mean,
I don't know anymore.
extra
This made me
hairy.
question. Do you have weird balls?
You know
Yes.
what, Snowflakes? That leads to a happy marriage because you have nothing to compare with. You know, ignorance
That's
is
true.
bliss.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
that's yeah. That's a good point. I can't believe you were circumcised when you're fucking 8 years old. What? What the fuck? How did I not know that?
I remember it got infected, and then we had
Yeah.
to we had to
Fucking
go
right,
to the beach to have like a disinfection bath in the ocean.
That's in the ocean. That's so
Oh my
fucking
God.
hippie. That's so relatable. Like, I'll just go to the ocean, wash it out, and put the salt to clean your wound out. It's like that's not how that works.
Do people know the ocean's also filled with like human and fish shit?
Yeah.
It's not just salt water.
I was 8.
Like,
Yeah.
Right?
It's not
I
like
don't
every
make decisions.
okay, yeah, but
No,
I'm not talking about you 8-year-old you. I'm talking about the parents around 8-year-old you
Wait.
making that decision.
That's what the fuck. It's like we got to tap it home, or
Oh man.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could all learn things about each other today. Is anything else weird, Mario? Were you born with like 7 toes or something like that? I'm not 1 foot. No.
Nah, I'm
Pretty
good
normal.
on that.
Do you have a
end.
tail? Do you have a tail?
No.
I was always worried about that.
Neither of you guys ever lost a hymen, huh?
No,
That's crazy. You don't
I
get
found
it.
one once.
What?
Now, what's that like?
All right,
All right then.
all right. She just smiled and then, yep. All right.
I remember losing my hymen. I was very young. It was
Yeah.
an accident, of course.
It's a bicycle. Sorry.
So no.
what's
Do you want
hymen?
to tell the story?
Hymen is the bit of skin that is closed, covering the entrance of the vagina.
What function does it have?
I think it's just there. I think it's just like it's
Hmm.
there until it's not.
Is that true? It's like a block. It's like a shutter.
No, it's just like a piece of skin. It doesn't. It.
Like foreskin.
I think it doesn't hurt most people. Most people don't feel it. Some people bleed. Some people don't. I definitely bled. Do you wanna know how I lost my hymen, guys?
Are we gonna have to edit this out?
Was it Has?
No, I was a baby.
Oh wait, have you told us this before?
So at the park near my house, there was a metal slide with. It was like, there's edges on the slide, and I slipped somehow and landed and slid down the edge of the metal slide.
This was a You Now topic. I remember this. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
I talked about this when I was a child, dude. That's weird. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just there bleeding in the park.
That's fun.
All right.
Did you ever ride a bicycle, Mario? Did you ever ride a?
Sorry. What'd you say?
He's lost me.
I was gonna. Nothing. Never mind.
Wedge, you never had a hymen. You are not a woman. Stop it.
No. I was gonna say like I've like ridden like on bicycle seats where it's like a little bit too small and it's like oh that's like really riding in there, but then you ride it with bumps on purpose, that kind of thing.
Oh,
No.
interesting. Unique.
Thank you. Just trying to take the attention away from you. You should thank me later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not later yet. Anything else, guys? What else we got? Any other discussions?
Wedge was asking, did you ever jack off to me? Be honest.
To Wedge?
That's a question.
I think Wedge is drunk.
That's tough. Tough.
Girl, I'm not anti-trans. I just know that Wedge has never had a hymen.
Oh. You don't know that.
I do know that. I know that.
You don't know
He talks too much about his
his balls.
endeavors for us to not know.
I did have a topic. I don't know where this is gonna go though, but
That's good. It can derail.
yeah. So the other day meaning like a couple of days ago, we were on a road trip. Okay, and we discovered this because we drive a car brand called BYD, Build Your Dreams, right? It's an electric car. It's very nice. We decided to get it because it was like one of the most affordable electric vehicles, right? And we were driving along and we saw another BYD in front of us, waiting for the traffic light to go green. And inside, we spotted the car first and we're like, oh, another BYD driver, because we don't get to see another car often because it's not a known brand. And then inside we see an old man, a white man, just waiting for the traffic light to go green.
Always the white guys.
And then both Jelly and I were like, oh. And we knew exactly why we went, oh. Because BYD is a Chinese brand, right? And to see a white person drive that, for some reason, makes us feel accepted. And
That's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
and then we moved on to the topic of why is it that every time we find an old white folks not being racist, it's impressive to us.
What? Anytime you find old white guys, you're just like, whoa, that's crazy.
When they're not being racist, we go, whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, how do you know he wasn't being racist?
That is very rare.
I didn't think that's where you were going to go with that.
That's where the topic went to.
That car's not for you. Come on, dude. Do you even know, dude? Like, come on, dude. Like, that's not for you. Like, get out. You're not Asian enough to drive this car. What the fuck are you thinking?
Oh no. That's not where we were going. Of course we're
That's what I
accepting.
expected.
Of course.
I thought you were gonna say he was jacking off. And I was gonna be like, yeah.
That's old white man.
That's old white man for you. You see, you're driving behind him, you just see his elbow moving a little bit. You're just like, what the fuck is that?
He's vibrating.
Yeah,
shaking a little bit.
Yeah. No, yeah. Have you ever seen people get like getting head in the car when you're driving? I'll let you answer.
How do you see people do that? It's like under the window, right?
Yeah, because
You can see like a head bobbing or something.
I've only ever had tall cars and tall vehicles. I grew up in a bus, in a fucking massive, Greyhound bus. So I would like look down on cars all the time. And my favorite thing, I've seen people doing all sorts of stuff in cars, looking.
Hell yeah!
As a kid, just driving on the road in America, happens all the time. You're in traffic, and then vans. I see it. You see it happen.
I don't know why I couldn't wait
What?
till you get
That's
home.
That's the whole point.
That's the hot.
Sorry.
That's the
Come
hot
on.
part about it. It's the passion in the moment. You've never been so passionate about something. You just need. That's you need to do it there.
But
You
now
never
you're
banged in the
distracted.
cinema bathroom. Come on.
Yeah.
Can't
Are
relate.
you guys vanilla like that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Now my fight or flight would just shrink my pee.
It's not like
Oh,
we've ever
really?
banged in a cinema bathroom, dude.
We haven't.
No, we haven't.
Was that not you? Oh.
I feel like publicly having
thi-
sex is an invitation for other people to join. That's how I feel.
To join.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is an invitation.
Nah, I don't think so.
If you ever find yourself like lonely and depressed and say something tragic's happened and you don't have jelly anymore and you see a couple banging, don't join in.
Yeah, don't join in. That's not. I don't think it's an invitation. I've seen plenty of hobos fucking that. It's not an invitation.
That's their private place.
Nobody's
dude.
invited to that.
Every hole is a goal.
Yeah. But what's the weirdest place you jacked off then?
Oh, to me, is it?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. Right.
I'm a man asking that question. I'm clearly not speaking to the woman on the podcast.
Weirdest
I don't want to
place.
know that.
Weirdest place?
Yeah.
If it's not home, it's probably toilet, right?
It's all been I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that crazy.
No. I feel like as a teenager I was doing it all over the place. I'd like go on bike rides and just do it in the woods, and you go to cinema, it's like, oh man, this movie had a woman in it, so I have to go to the bathroom now. Yeah.
I feel like your childhood was very unique in the fact that you didn't have any sort of privacy except for a curtain when you were in the bus, so you had to be creative with it.
Oh yeah. For sure. We go to the mall.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
I feel very signaled out here. On the question I asked.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I've run out of stuff to talk about. It's gotten so awkward at the point.
Alright.
What else? I feel like I honestly, I feel like I had more to talk about. I just can't remember it, and I refuse to write things down.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
try to do
okay.
that this next time.
Yeah, spontaneous is good too.
Assuming that this podcast doesn't get canceled, I will try to write some more things down.
Mm.
I also try to make a theme song.
Ooh.
You've been
Girl
saying
gave
that,
us-
but I've seen nothing.
It's only been 3 episodes. Chill out. Calm your tits, mate.
What
Guro
kind
told
of
us
theme
the
song?
weirdest place. Guro told us the weirdest place, guys.
Oh, what's your weirdest place?
A resort restroom where the walls were really short, like nipple height, so it was really open.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Oh, I've done it so many times in like the RV public shower bathrooms where people shower in them, like in an RV park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just had a weird flashback.
Did you jack off in an RV shower as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think when I was 13, I was sleeping over at my friend's house, and I did jack off next to my friends there.
Nice.
But
they
they were
definitely knew.
asleep.
They definitely knew.
Pretty
I no way you were there quiet enough, right?
What? What the fuck? I'm not that loud. What?
Do you think you got away with it?
Probably.
You're not 100% confident though. No way.
What?
No way.
But isn't there like an aftermath?
Yeah,
Have you just?
you're sleeping.
Ooh, that's another thing. I don't know if you. I don't
In the
even
morning,
know if it's
underwear are
appropriate.
crusty. Appropriate for this podcast? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I
Was
used.
that a problem? We were just talking about hymens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to just keep it in my underwear.
Oh, that's inappropriate, dude. God.
Yeah, you were right. You're right. Your first guess was right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, you sleep in it.
Yikes.
You're fine.
That's so grim. I'm
You
sorry.
wake up in the morning, you change your underwear out, you take a shower a little later on, you're fine. Yeah, it's fuck.
There you go.
You're fine.
That
You
was the
probably
method.
stank, dude.
Look at him. He's all right. He made it.
You know what? The wedge, strangely, it doesn't crust.
No, it doesn't.
It does
Transparent.
not.
I've never had.
Ooh.
I've never actually.
Ooh.
I've never had a sleepover. I was always very envious of that as from kids growing up. I never.
You say you were envious, but you're not gonna let our kids have sleepovers.
No,
Because
I don't trust people.
your parents have conditioned you. Shout out to your parents. I love them.
Great.
Your parents have conditioned you to think everybody could be a pedophile.
Everybody can be a pedophile.
Stranger
Everybody
danger.
could be a pedophile.
Good lesson.
I listen. I love my parents, and I am infinitely grateful that they raised me the way I did because,
Yeah.
I'd rather be raised scared of everybody else than trusting everybody else than fucking getting molested. Fuck that.
So when did you break that shell then? Or have you broken that shell? When you
What do you
flew
mean?
over to see Flakes?
Well, that's a little different. I mean, at that point, I'm an
I was his first sleepover.
yeah. She was my first sleepover. At that point, I'm an 18-year-old. Like I was.
You were 19.
I was 19. You know, my parents, and
That's
I-
old
I-
enough to be
I-
a predator, no?
who me?
Flakes is older, you know? By 1 year.
True.
No,
You
no.
1 year. It's like 3 months. Wait. 4 months.
She's like 6 months older than me. It's not that big a
4
difference.
months.
It's you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it wasn't breaking my shell at that point. I mean, it was. I guess you could say it was already broken, but I don't know. I think as I never went to school as a kid. I went to third grade and fourth. I went to third grade and fourth grade, and that's it.
Mhm.
I didn't go to any more public school besides that. And I went to third and fourth grade in three different schools in 3 different states, and I didn't like it. I learned more at home when I would use the internet and look things up and learn myself. And my parents wanted me raised that way of just away from people. I didn't have many friends though. That's the only thing about my childhood. And I still haven't mastered that. I don't know how to make friends unless it's online.
Yeah.
I only learned to make friends online from you as well. You taught me. So that was,
Me?
yeah, you and Mario. You guys are beside,
Really?
that I was able to make friends. Oh yeah, Mario Flakes was probably the first person I ever messaged online. One of the first people for sure.
I thought you were like a social butterfly. Like you Okay, I didn't know. Huh.
Good at
No,
pretending.
I knew people in real life. Like my parents had friends, and I knew their people. I know, but I didn't have any like real friends. But my online experience. I found your stream when I moved to Hawaii with my dad. We went over there to build some cabins for this guy that my dad knew. We moved over to Hawaii, and we were staying on this resort. And I was there with my brother and my dad, and I was like, I didn't have any friends there at the resort, so I was feeling lonely. So I was like, I'll open Twitch, and and I've been watching Twitch since I was like 13. Never typed in it, and I was like, all right, I'll type in a stream. I'll do it because I've heard that people do this on Twitch. And so
Wow.
I mean, you're seeing it in front
and
of
so I
you.
decided to type in. I think I typed in NJ Cheese's stream first.
Mhm.
I think, and then from him, I somehow found you. I don't know. Maybe you were.
I think I got raided by NJ.
That probably was it. I think I talked to him. I think I spoke in his stream, and then he rated you. And then after that, like a week or two went by, and then I came back to your stream because I followed you at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Flakes was doing the service work
Flakes
in the chat.
She was the moderator.
Mm.
Welcome,
And-
bitch.
I'm pretty sure my first question was how do I get girls? I think I said because I was not a social butterfly. I was like asking you of all people how to get women, and
Little people.
and you were just like, oh, there's this. He's like, you're 16. There's another 16-year-old Flakes, and then you basically told us, go on. And,
You. By the
Is that
way,
how it went?
You
I
were
don't-
lucky it worked out so well because you literally saw this male in the chat and were like, message Flakes.
you did say that.
After all we'd been through.
And I said,
You took a stranger and you
was
point them to me.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
okay. And I messaged you and I said, hey, you single? And
Yep.
that was the start of it. That was
Yeah. Hey, you single? And I said, depends who's asking.
Yeah, and that was the beginning. And you were probably the first person I ever messaged online, besides Maru, obviously typing in chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I never DM'd with anybody. I never did any of that.
I didn't know
So
that.
that was me breaking out on my show.
It's that VOD is up on your channel still. I went back to it recently and reconfirmed the story.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah,
Something similar to that.
all I did for the past like the two years prior, since I was 14, 16, was I just went to work with my dad and I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I just listened to music all day. That's it. Watched YouTube, watched Twitch. Good times. A lot simpler. Yeah, and that's the origin story.
Baba says, bro, that's so fucking gat. Imagine. Yeah. Watch me, nay.
I agree, Baba. It was gat as fuck. 10 out of 10. Worked out great. But now we're here, and now I'm serving her divorce papers, and she is not taking them well.
Was Has Insta the one with the skateboard? Asks Lazy Peach. Did you post a skateboard in your Insta?
No, maybe. I posted a guitar. I remember.
Yeah,
my
I
first
know
post
the
was a
guitar. Yeah, I've seen.
I posted a guitar, and I would promote my Insta all the time in the stream because I was like a baby man.
You posted a picture of your buzz cut.
I posted a picture of my buzz cut. I posted a picture of myself a couple times. Yeah, I had a good time. You know, I'm sure I posted a skateboard.
Has Instagram was fantastic, but then unfortunately his brother found it, so he had to make it more.
No, my Instagram was found, and so I deleted like 90% of the pictures because they were all like too scandalous. I thought. I don't know. I think that I thought that maybe he could tell that I was kind of gay. So then I was like, oh no, I can't.
Oh, he didn't know.
No.
Oh,
He didn't know I was bisexual until I was 19. I told my little brother before I told my older brother. But I'm a lot close. I was a lot closer with my older brother in Houston. I didn't know.
wait, 19. How old are you now?
22.
Oh, why did I think it was like last year? Okay. Time moves so fast. You're not
Isn't
even
it
19.
unfortunate?
Dude, in
I know.
3 years, it's gonna be 10 years.
True.
10 years since what?
Since Mario first streamed in
Oh.
2017.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
It's kind of sad, doesn't it? And this is the only. And this is.
This is all that's come for it. Damn it.
Come from it. Yeah. We just got Wedge, and Guro. That's it.
All I got was a husband, a best friend, another best friend.
Oh man, I want Wedge to come see us soon. I'm putting it out there at the end of the podcast because if he's asleep or if he's not asleep or if he's drunk or whatever.
He's in chat, dude. You're just not reading the chat.
Why would I listen to him? He's a prick.
I'm reading the chat, by the way,
He
guys.
needs to come visit us soon because I miss him. It was a great time going to see him in Belfast. Oh,
Should I mention the
Sucks, Sam.
Remus thing, or
Sorry.
should I mention the Remus thing, or is that not something I should say?
What happened?
I mean, who are you worried to see this?
Yeah, true. My mom broke up with her fiance, and he kept Remus.
Huh?
He's keeping for now.
He's keeping Remus because there's a lot of reasons why, and it's for the best, but it really sucks. And so I'm probably not going to see Remus again. So that's the biggest thing that happened in my life recently, is that he kept Remus. So yeah, that's a downer. Sorry.
And Remus is your.
Yep. Remus is Pat's brother. Fight for custody, no. I would, but I'm in a different country. I don't really have any grounds.
I'm making all kinds of guesses in my head. The dog that belonged to your mum goes with fiance.
He lived with him for the most part anyway. Pat and Reem don't really get along all the time. They can't live together full time.
Right?
He's his dog at this point. He's been his dog for a while.
Okay.
Ever since they've been together, he's been.
Yeah.
Which one did you buy?
I bought Pad.
What?
My mum and her fiance bought Remus together.
So it's been that long then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
and he's mostly taking care of her. So
It just sucks because it was not a. I don't think it was a very amicable separation. And there's a dog caught up in it. One of my dogs. It really sucks.
So fucking
I'm sad about it.
and she.
That's all I care about. Is my dog.
What did Baba say this time?
Is it Remus Christ?
Yeah, I don't know why. The puns are cracking me up. The vlogging near Putin as well.
I haven't heard from Pat Fufu in ages.
I whenever I get a new pet photo, I will be sure to share it publicly. Peach, can we talk about how the public channel text chat in the server is now called Peach Spam?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Peach in there, so.
I appreciate it, Peach.
I think that's really good. That's really funny.
And Peach, the reason that you probably haven't seen much Pad Fufu is because we've been in a different country. We moved away.
Yeah, I haven't seen Pad Fufu in almost a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So
with her mom.
I haven't been hearing about Cricket. That's the name, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the birdie?
They're with my mum. The reason you don't hear about them still, same reason, but also so I don't feel life-ending guilt and sorrow and self-hate. I honestly just pretend they don't exist and forget about them most of the time.
Wow.
That's the only way I can keep surviving.
Cope.
If I think about them, I will just torture myself, quite honestly. So it's just better this way.
It's unfortunate.
Mm.
I find that emotion that she has there as the most foreign emotion to me.
When we were plotting, when we first moved to America, one of Haz's family members suggested, "Why don't you just get new birds? Well, now that you're here."
Oh yeah. Some people are like that.
They just don't. They don't understand it and they don't feel it in the same way, and that's perfectly valid if that's how you feel about pets.
That's because my family is that way about pets.
Which is fine. You know, they've never had pets that they have.
It's not like they're throwing kittens in the trash. But you know, I've always had a pet.
They're not afraid to rehome an animal if that's what's best.
100% of my life growing up in my house, I had a pet, whether it was a cat, a dog, a chicken, something. You know, we always had something. But I've also moved houses about 25 times in my life, probably. Not even joking. I probably in my growing up, I moved house all the time. We moved to different states all the time.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have the same attachment. Yeah.
Okay. We've rehomed a lot of animals, a lot of animals. So when Flakes is upset about, I understand because I liked the birds too, and I liked the guinea pig.
Yep.
But rehoming to me is just it's.
And believe me, I tried to rehome them. My mum would not let me because I got my cleanliness from her. And she felt too much guilt. I literally found a new home for the guinea pig to go to. It was like this guinea pig rescue haven. He would have all this space, guinea pigs to befriend and socialize with. And no, she still has him because she didn't let me rehome him because she put her feelings onto him.
Dang.
And therefore she still has him. Shout out to my mum. She's great, very emotional, just like me. She made me like this. It's alright.
Understandable. Yeah. I think my mom shares similar attachment to animals too, so yeah, some people look for companionship and some people look for attachments. In pets, I think I do get attached, but I also I'm also able to disconnect myself.
You think it's a man thing?
Yeah, maybe it is a man thing. Yeah.
Because I feel like if we got a dog now, I don't know. I feel horrible saying it, but I'm not.
But it did make me sad when I was watching I Am Legend and Sam died.
Oh yeah, yeah. The dog fake died. That made me sad too. But yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Somebody Say something.
So yeah,
Thank
we're not gonna get a dog because I get too attached, and we'd probably just have to leave it because we want to see the world, and you can't have pets and want to travel.
There you go.
It sucks.
Where
smart.
should we go next?
I think we should go nowhere next and buy a house and a dog.
What do you want to buy? I don't know. Never mind. This is a boring topic.
Anyway,
Have we hit enough topics then?
Yeah,
Has
it's
nothing
been a
else
couple
happened
of
in the
hours.
news? It's been a couple hours. Has anything else happened in the news that we can close it out with? Anything interesting that we've seen that's funny?
nope. Let's go. Bye.
Okay.
Kidding. Sorry.
Woman ends it.
Oh.
Alright, GG.
Alright.
What are you guys doing after this?
I was gonna. Oh, I wanted to play Lethal Company.
Mhm.
Me
Me too.
I was gonna try to get Guro or you or Wedge to play Lethal Company with me, but our Wi-Fi doesn't work.
Shame.
So we're not.
Shame.
We're probably gonna go to sleep or something. It's 8:00.
Oh, sorry.
It is
R.I.P.
8:00 though. Our Wi-Fi should be back in an hour, maybe. You can check on your phone.
What?
You want to check on your phone? I'll check
Check what?
if the Wi-Fi works.
I don't care right now. It doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm
If it
trying to
does
read Wedge.
Lethal Company, yes. I have until
Yes.
I have one more hour left of freedom till I go back.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, we were given a prediction of 1 more hour until our Wi-Fi comes back. So we'll see what happens.
We'll find out.
All G. Okay.
If so, we'll play. Well, good podcast, Mario. And that's the way it goes. Ta-dum-bum.
Should we disconnect now? Was that the theme song?
Are you gonna insult Wedge real quick?
Go.
Why would I insult Wedge? He's a perfectly good guy who likes taking it up the ass.
All right, that's that then. All right. Yeah, good podcast, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in to listen. I'll catch you guys in the next, whenever that may be, whichever days we organize this for, and I will let you know through Discord. Everybody knows where to find everybody, I'm sure. Yeah, server's still up, so yeah, make sure you come to say hello if you don't use it often, right? And that's it. I'm gonna go pee. And then don't die. Stay alive. Catch you next time. Bye.